What's going on, full-time family? No music intro, but
This is Sean O'Malley, and you're
oh
watching
wait, I gotta
Full Time
fix that.
MMA. Don't be a bagel biting, bagel bitch boy, bagel bitch back.
All right, one second. Let me fix that. That annoys me.
This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full Time.
All right, it's fixed. What's going on, full-time family? We're live. It's time to watch PFL 10. It's going down. There's a welterweight and middleweight bracket going down right now. It's underway. There's already been a few fights. I guess some of the fights actually, I thought there was going to be like prelims that wasn't a part of the tournament, but some of these fights actually already took place on the prelims. So we're tuning into about the semifinals. These guys are fighting twice in one night over at PFL 10, and the winner of both fights tonight ends up fighting for the inaugural title and also $1 million at PFL. Their inaugural, it's a champion card. It's like 6 champions are going to be crowned, and everyone wins $1 million that wins the fight. So a lot on the line December 31st at PFL, and this is the last, I believe, playoff until we get to the championships. But there's no Bellator, there's no UFC tonight, so we're going to be watching some PFL. And now the fight that is underway right now is between Bruno Santos and Sado Uce, I believe. And it looks like Sado Uce's moved on. I'm waiting for them to announce the results in my ear, but it looks like they moved Sado Uce on. It was a little bit of a... It was an interesting fight. Gasan definitely won the second round. The first round was, I guess, anybody's because Gasan was in on a takedown attempt the entire round. But you know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. And this was a rematch, actually. Bruno Santos already won the first fight when they met the first time, but this time he wasn't able to get his takedowns going in the first round. And so he won the second round, though, got a dominant position. That was the most dominant position of the fight. But I believe they're announcing Sado Uce as the winner. Oh, yeah, Bruno Santos is crying and shit. He's upset. He thought he got the win. He won this fight before. Damn, his family's there, crying in the octagon. They wanted this $1 million. They thought he had a good chance at making it. That's crazy. Feels like he got robbed. Oh shit, son. The crowd's booing as well, but hey, that's how it goes. You know, he wasn't able to do much in the first round, but still, if this is only a 2-round fight and it's 1 round apiece, how does this guy win? That's a draw. If at anything, only 2 rounds, this is a draw. I don't really understand how this guy's getting the win here. Sado Uce. But he is. He got the win. It's 2 rounds, though. And Bruno Santos dominated the second round. So that's interesting. What's going on, full-time family? Jorge 1 in the building. Whoa, verbal stoppage. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I didn't get to see the whole fight. But when I was just tuning in and getting the fight clock and everything ready, I saw the verbal stoppage, I believe, from Rick's story. So Sado Uce coming in and getting the decision win over Bruno Santos. I don't know how that goes. They should have a sudden death round or something, though. What just happened was Sado Uce. It was a close first round. The first round, nobody really did anything. Bruno Santos wasn't able to get his takedown attempt, so I guess for Sado Uce won the first round with takedown defense. And then the second round, Bruno Santos actually got a takedown and mounted him. A dominant position. And then he got announced as the loser. But it's a 2-round. How the hell? I don't know how they do that. What's going on? You know, with how they're scoring a 2-round fight when it's 1-1. Yeah, so that's an interesting decision. But Sado Uce moving on, facing the winner of Magomedov and Gasan Umalatov. What's going on? Ever Loves Hot Wings. Given Surname says we in it. Yo, yeah, man, we in here like swimwear. PFL 10 is going down. What's going on, everybody? We've got a few more fights. And from here on out, what we have left, I believe we have Ray Cooper versus Jake Shields. Winner of this takes on Henderson Ferreira. And this is the last quarterfinal bout. And then in the middleweight division, we have Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov. Those are the last quarterfinal bouts, and then everybody else will be fighting has already fought tonight. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more fights to go tonight. Let's make sure. I want to pull something up. Yeah, this won't show. Make sure you guys can't hear this so we don't get any copy strike issues. But yeah, man, I was like, hey, no Bellator, no UFC. Definitely watching PFL tonight. It's PFL 10. Kayla Harrison returns to PFL 11. I've definitely watched every one of those PFL events. And then the winner of this also moves on to the Ultimate Championship. So yeah, this is going to be fun to see how these guys fight. You know, because they're fighting multiple times in one night, kind of like old school days. If you didn't watch UFC 1 or UFC 2, UFC 3, shit, all the way up to UFC 7, they had the tournament. And I forget exactly where they stopped, but I know UFC 7, they started the super fight, where they had, like, Frank Shamrock and Royce Gracie actually didn't fight in the tournament this time. They just fought each other instead of going through fucking 2 beast open weight, no weight classes. Here there's weight classes and guys are fighting twice in one night instead of 3. And the first fight's only 2 rounds, so it's like, alright. Royce says, man, I can dig this PFL format. Yeah, I really like it too, man. I like it. More than one fight, but it's not too much, right? It's not 2 3-round fights or 5-round fights or 30-minute fights or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a nice medium. I like this format. Now, I do want to figure out what's going on with the judging, though. If you have 2 rounds, how the hell is there not a draw here? How do you not give the edge to Bruno Santos? Like, if those were both 10-9 rounds, you could say the second one was a little more dominant, maybe a 10-8.5. So, he had the better round. I don't know how his opponent got the call on that. But other than that, I like the format. I definitely like the format. Bus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov is the next fight. This is the top ranked, top seed coming into the tournament, taking on the 8th seed. Bus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov, but I believe Gasan Umalatov had at least 1 or 2 fights in the UFC. I'll pull that up actually. (18-5) record. Yeah, he had a win in the UFC against Paulo Thiago, lost to Neil Magny and a couple other guys in the UFC. Couple fights, first round knockouts before joining the PFL. Lost to John Howard, beat Eddie Gordon. John Howard fought Eddie Gordon tonight. He moved on in the tournament. Oh shit, look at it. I just realized this. I mean, well, I guess there's a lot of dark dudes down here. I was gonna say it's like all the black dudes have won so far. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if you look at this middleweight tournament, that's kind of a lot of it. That's just something I found interesting. Holding it down. We got one more fight though. Bus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov in middleweight. And then of course we got the welterweights. Jake Shields and Ray Cooper, that hasn't happened yet, or is that about to happen now? I think they were alternating middleweight and welterweight. Maybe Ray Cooper and Jake Shields is about to happen now. That's possible. Taking a Bus Magomedov, who is 21-3. Fought for the Superior FC. Few organizations, a couple I recognize, couple I don't. Who's he been smashing though? 14 and that guy was 14-8 when he fought him. 14-7. All right. But clearly he's got something to be ranked the number 1 seed. He's probably a favorite, I would assume, coming into this fight. Yo, I was watching a promo for this for PFL 10, and I believe it was the comedian Adam Hunter who does MMA Roasted, and he said every time A-Bus fights, because that's his nickname, he was like, every time A-Bus fights, Conor McGregor throws a dolly at the TV. It's fucking hilarious. Yo, he's that's crazy. He said every time he fights, A-Bus fights, Conor McGregor throws a dolly at the TV. Milosevic just wins the match start. Right now we're doing a promo. No, there's not a match right now. It'll probably be about 5-10 minutes before the next fight starts. I gotta get some more anti-bagel bot commands in there. I only have 4 right now. family affair. Looks like we're back now. The guys are walking out. And then John Howard's taking on Lewis Taylor. I didn't know much about Lewis Taylor until coming into this tournament, and I looked him up. He seems pretty legit, man. He's like 39 years old, but he's been out here kicking ass, and he's dangerous. His nickname is like, Ray Cooper and Jake Shields is coming out right now. This is going to be a good fight right here. Ray Cooper is a fucking, I like him. He's a beast. He seems like a beast. He's got a couple L's. He's like 15-4, I believe. But I think this might be a rematch. I think he already beat Jake Shields, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he beat him once. I'll pull it up since that's what's coming up next. Let's see. Fight card. Let's pull up Jake. We all know Jake Shields. We'll pull him up second. We'll pull up Ray Cooper III. Oh, that was a draw. A majority draw. They scored Sado Uce versus Bruno Santos. A majority draw. So they just advanced somebody? Wow, they just picked somebody to advance. And they just picked Sado? You would think you go with the higher ranked fighter. Right? If it's a draw, the higher ranked guy moves on. Yeah, Bruno Santos got fucked over there, dog. That's facts. Alright, here's Jake Cooper III versus Jake Shields. This is a rematch. He already beat Jake Shields. Second round TKO. He looked great in that fight. I think he's probably going to do it again. Ray Cooper III, he's good. He's got a loss to Henderson Ferreira, who is also in this welterweight bracket. Oh, and if he wins this fight, he's got a rematch with Henderson Ferreira. 2 rematches potentially en route to the finals. But Ray Cooper's the #1 seed. I actually like this dude. He's one of the guys that I've seen one or two of his fights. I think I seen his first fight with Jake Shields in the PFL. I might have seen his fight with Pavel Kush. I think Kayla Harrison fought at PFL 6. I might have watched that fight as well. He has a loss to Henderson Ferreira. Oh shit, he fought Charles Bennett. Ray Cooper III fought Charles Bennett. That's legit. That's dope. So yeah, man, Ray Cooper the motherfucking third. Let's go, man. He's fighting Jake Shields, and we know Jake Shields, of course. He's got to win over Herman Tirado. Hasn't been doing amazing. He's got some losses outside the UFC. John Fitch, Husam Parhars, Ray Cooper III. Good fighters. All right. Fight's coming on. Let's get over here. Ray Cooper III already got a takedown. Let me pull up the fight clock for you guys, so you know where I'm at if you want to sync up in the first round. Alright, so what up, Given Surname in the building. Dudes are about to start. Delay. Maybe I have a little bit of a delay, yeah. Unfortunately, if I have a little bit of a delay, because I'm 4:15 in here right now. Bob Cratchit says, Pillow Hands has the heart despite cotton for hands. You talking about Jake Shields? Jake Shields, yeah, he's definitely got heart. I don't know if that's who you're talking about, but I know Ray Cooper's a beast. Like my boy Given Surname says, yeah. Jake Shields fights every 3 weeks or so. When he gets KO'd, says Given Surname, and Ray Cooper's a beast. Yeah, man. Ray Cooper's in here. He's got Jake Shields against the fence in the clinch right now. Referee just broke up the action. I've seen Mario Yamasaki reffing for the PFL. And the refs have on like glasses. At first I was like, what are you guys wearing, fashionable glasses? Oh shit, Ray Cooper just dropped Jake Shields with the left hook in the first round. Now he's on his back in up kick position. But they got these glasses on and it's like ref cam. Like they have like the actual ref's cam. That's what the glasses are. They have a camera in them. So you have like the ref's view. Different camera angle. I like the PFL. I really like what the hell they have going on over here. And they're on NBC. Like they're low key making a big move, man. They got a lot of good fighters over here. And I didn't really know much about the World Series of Fighting. I knew a couple fighters came from there and they had some good fighters, and they rebranded as the PFL, and it looks like, yeah, they actually got some good fighters, some guys you recognize, some guys that can compete, kind of like Bellator at the top of their division. They're gonna have some good fighters over here. You know, are they gonna be as deep as the UFC? No, but they got some fucking good fighters like Ray Cooper. He's a beast. They got a lot of those Russian and Dagestanian fighters. You know, they're good grapplers. Ray Cooper, and he was in this position in the first fight, where Jake Shields had the position to up kick, and he had to be careful to not get up kicked, and he's trying to rain down this ground and pound. Now he has Jake Shields back with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. Jake Shields is trying not to get ground and pounded out. Ray Cooper trying to land big shots against the fence. He's looking for the finish, and this is how he won the first fight. It was the second round. Jake Shields made big right hand connects for Ray Cooper, and it drops Jake Shields. It rocks him, but he's turtled up, you know, trying to recover, but he was almost out of there. It's about to be stopped. He's covered up right here, not doing much defending. This fight's about to be stopped. Ray Cooper's landing big shots. Yeah. Ref just stopped it. It is all over. Ray Cooper the third. First round TKO over Jake Shields. Yo, Ray Cooper's a beast. He's a fucking beast. Wow. Can he win the rematch with Henderson Ferreira? Can he win the rematch with Henderson Ferreira? He lost the first fight. It was a decision. I'm rocking with Ray. I'm rolling with Ray. Ray Cooper the third. Brada boy. Yo. And he's got a fight with the fucking legend Charles Bennett. How can you not be a fan? I want to go back and watch that fight. Oh, it was a KO second round. I probably watched that fight, low-key. Oh, that was Brada versus Felony. No, I don't think I saw this one, but that is a good fucking... I gotta go back and check that out. I'm sure that's gonna be fun. Ray Cooper III just TKO'd Jake Shields in the first round. Moves on to a rematch that he lost the first fight. Henderson Ferreira lost via decision, 3-round decision. This is a 3-round fight. Now, we got one more fight in the quarterfinals, and it's a middleweight bout. After that, we're on to the semifinals, and that will be everybody's second fight for the night. So, yeah, man. I like what PFL's got going on over here. I agree with Jorge 1. Alright, let me take that fight clock off because it's not a clock anymore. The fight's over. Ray Cooper's a beast. Leon says, damn, does Bojan Velickovic defeat Nurmagomedov? Yes, Velickovic does defeat Nurmagomedov. Yeah, that happened on the Facebook early prelims. I thought all of those started at 8. So, yeah, Nurmagomedov is already out of the tournament. Yes, sir. That is facts. See right here? Abubakar Nurmagomedov, he lost to Bojan Velickovic, and Bojan moved forward. Let's see if it was a draw situation or if it was an actual finish. Announcing Ray Cooper III right now as the winner. It was a fucking draw. What the man? Bro, that's 2 draws, and the winner didn't. The higher ranked fighter didn't move on. I need that explained, PFL. Bruno Santos had already beat this guy once. He had the more dominant round. It gets scored a draw, and they just let him advance. Abubakar Nurmagomedov, they get a draw, and they make Bojan advance. Why would the higher seeded fighter not advance in that situation? I'm going to need that explained, you know, clear it up. I mean, this bracket format, I don't know how they're going to play it out after this. Ooh. I wonder if after they have the champions, they still do these same kind of tournaments. I think they're going to, because this is the playoffs. So they're going to have a regular season where guys fight to make it to this tournament. And, oh, dude, PFL's on. Oh, shit, I like PFL, dude. They're going to do this, like, every year. Oh, shit. And there's no elbows in PFL, so it makes it a little easier to make it to the next fight. You ain't going to be cut open as much for your next fight. I like this, though. But I don't understand these draws, and then the higher seeded fighter doesn't move on. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. But, hey, I'll take it. I like the format. You know, it's the first time. They'll get it right. Ray Cooper III gonna be rematching. He's gonna be rematching Henderson Ferreira, who TKO'd Rick Story with an arm injury. Next, we've got Abus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov. Abus Magomedov, the #1 seed. But if it goes to a draw, good luck with that. That's interesting. Respect the wrench gang. Respect the wrench gang. I don't knock Jake. He shut down Woodley. And I had him beating GSP in their battle of the fluffy jab, says Bob Cratchit. Blue corner shout out, says Jorge 1. The blue corner. Ain't that BJPin.com? Or ain't that where I always see like blue corner stuff? Salute to the blue corner. Leon Dobson says Shields got smoked quick, boy. Respect, French gang, Leon Dobson. Shields fought July, August, October this year. Damn, son, let me check that out. He's over here putting in the work, Jake Shields. Let's see. Jake Shields just got TKO'd in the first round by Ray Cooper in October. He defeated Herman Tirado in August, and he lost TKO back in July. He got TKO'd by Ray Cooper like twice, same guy like twice in like 5 months. But he must be getting cashed out or something, because that, you know, he took a year off before that. I would imagine they're probably paying him pretty good, being one of the more well-known names. You know, I would imagine they signed guys like Jake Shield and Rick Story for a little more money because people recognize them a little more. So hopefully he's at least getting some good pay, and you know, he's getting a decent opportunity outside the UFC and Bellator. And honestly, it's a good thing Jake Shields is a part of this tournament, because that's part of the reason I'm watching. I'm like, okay, Jake Shields is in here. We got some fighters we recognize, Rick Story, and then you look at everyone else who they're fighting, they got good records and shit like that. So yeah, man, but fighting a lot, very active for a 39-year-old. Probably not recommended, you know what I'm saying, to fight the same guy that TKO'd you at 39 years old like 5 months later, but and have another fight in the middle. But yo, respect to Jake Shields for bringing a little bit of attention to this PFL bracket. He's got me part of the reason I'm watching. Salute to Jake Shields. But next, now he's out of the bracket. He's out of the playoffs. He's out. He is out. We have the welterweight semifinal set. We got Bojan Velickovic versus Magomedov, and that's some baby back bagel biting bullshit, because Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov, it was a draw and he's the higher seed. We also have the middleweight. We got one more quarterfinal in the middleweights. Abus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov. But this is some baby back bagel biting bullshit, because the winner of this fight should be fighting Bruno Santos. Bruno Santos won the second round. It gets scored a draw. And for some reason in the PFL, when it's a draw, they're advancing the lower seeded fighter. Now that's unfortunate. So yeah, we got Abus and Gasan coming up next. Here's some of the fights earlier. Lewis Taylor, Rex Harris, Pavel Kush, Magomed Karamov, John Howard, Eddie Gordon, Hennison Ferreira, Rick Story. Let's pull up Abus Magomedov. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12-1 in his last 13. He's fought some decent fighters in here, actually. Not all of them have the best record, but he's actually fought some decent fighters in this streak. Some experienced guys. It would just be fun, dude. I think it would be fun if fighters could go from fight each other from league to league. Like, I would like to see how, like, this dude Abus or Ray Cooper III would do against a Bellator or a top UFC guy. That would be so fun. Or, like, yeah, I think that would be dope, man. That would be dope. That's going to be interesting if they do shake it up like that. I think that's kind of what Randy Couture's fighting for, with his whole suit and shit against the Ali Act, trying to get it expanded to MMA. I believe if that does work, fighters can't be just held to one organization, but that would be crazy because I would like to see that. Like, you're looking at some of these guys and they look good and they're looking really good in the PFL, and you just wonder, like, how would they do against some of the best welterweights, you know, in Bellator or the UFC? Like Bellator, they've worked with Risen and some other companies. I wonder if they'd be interested in like doing a deal with PFL, like let the champ versus champ fight happen. I'm in. I am in there. These guys are walking out now. I send my girl a message real fast. But they're walking out right now, so we got a second. Next fight, welterweight scrap between, oh, middleweight. Magomedov and Gasan Umalatov. Alright. Magomedov is in the cage. Gasan Umalatov is in the cage. The fight will be underway shortly. Jorge one says, yeah, this draw shit is bullshit. What the fuck? Yeah, that's interesting. What the heck? Given Trent says, homie must be hurting for cash. Yeah, man. Shit, this is $1 million tournament, too. You know what I'm saying? You probably wanted that $1 million prize. Winner makes it to $1 million. $1 million is a lot for a fighter, especially if you're relatively unknown and you're not in the UFC fighting for a title. It'd be hard to try and make $1 million fighting. I'm sure there's a lot of UFC fighters that would like to, you know, come fight these guys. Like, this is a middleweight tournament right now. I'm sure anybody, Israel Adesanya, Darren Till, any top 15 or up and coming middleweight would like to be in this tournament fighting for $1 million. Anybody that hasn't made big money yet in the sport, you better believe. Gegard Mousasi, oh my God. Could you imagine if Gegard Mousasi was in this tournament? Come on, MMA gods. One time, Bellator, adopt this format. Gegard would love to make this milli. He's probably making that in Bellator, though. Wrench Gang cringe, says FSC Fight Pass. He's not down with the Wrench Gang. Leon Doubleson says PFL are sick with that ref cam perspective. I like it. Yeah, they had it like when or was it Rick Story had the arm injury and they kind of like verbally tapped, and then they had the ref thing. He was like, I'm out. They had the ref shit right in his face. How has made a decision Velickovic go to semifinals? I don't know, Marlos Savic. That is bait. That sucks. I don't know why that happened. That doesn't make any sense to me either, man. Fight is underway. Let's get the fight clock on the building. In the building. All right, here we go. Left jab to start for Magomedov in the center of the octagon. Misses a low kick. He's looking to check kicks already. Center of the octagon, both guys stand. Commentators, Randy Couture, Bass Rutten, Yves Edwards, and another gentleman, I didn't see his name. Low kick lands for Umalatov. Magomedov in the center of the octagon. This dude's ready to check kicks. Winner of this fight fights Sado Uce, who already fought once tonight. Yo, this is dope. They're back there getting ready, watching their opponents fight. I like PFL, dude. We've been missing the first couple fucking events. I like what's going on here, dude. I didn't realize they were fighting more than once in the same night and shit like this. I really like this. Mixes it in with the old school, and I really like how this goes on. Ooh. A-Bus just ducks under a fucking huge right hook from Gasan Umalatov. Just misses. That would have did some damage. A-Bus in the center of the octagon. Eats a leg kick there, but he's looking to pump out that jab and potentially outwork Gasan Umalatov. he's on to Gasan's leg kicks. Gasan looking to press forward with a right jab, left hook combination. Connects with the jab, not quite with the left hook though. Oh, there's some points or something going on, guys. There's like live points going on. Maybe they go whoever has the most points in the fight. Maybe that's who advances. Cause I'll next time I see the points come up on the screen, I'll let you guys know. But there's like some points going on, and I can put those on the screen for you right now. A-Bus is in the clinch. He's not really in on a single. Now they're out of the clinch. He was pushing Gasan against the fence. Jab lands for A-Bus, hook lands for Molotov. Little exchange. Body kick from Magomedov in the center of the octagon. It says, okay, so no, that just says total strikes landed. Magomedov 5, Molotov 3. I don't know if that has anything to do with moving to the next round. Molotov presses forward with the hook combination right-left, but Magomedov catches him under one of the hooks and throws him to the ground, and now he has Gasan and Molotov's back against the fence. Not really in on a takedown, got overhooks. Gasan's got the underhooks, he uses them to escape, and now they're back to the center of the octagon. So that's just the number of total strikes landed. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with who advances if it's a draw. Honestly, I'm not. I don't. Yeah, with that, I will need some clarification for how that draw situation happens. Oh shit, Magomedov just clipped Gasan and Molotov, who was charging forward with a combination of hooks. Gasan in on a takedown attempt. Good sprawl from Magomedov. Now he's in on a takedown attempt of his own, and he gets it. Gets a double. Now he's into Molotov's guard. Magomedov on top. That's good. That's good for, you know what I'm saying, for the winning this round. Strikes landed, punches, 2 kicks. Okay, so they count. These dudes have landed more than 2 and 5 kicks apiece. Maybe they're talking about significant strikes, but still. Magomedov on top. 1 minute 26 seconds left in the round. Number 1 seed Magomedov. A-Bus Magomedov. Somewhere Conor McGregor threw a dolly through a window. Yo, that joke was so funny from Adam Hunter. Magomedov on top of A-Bus with 1:07 left. The referees, they'll stand you up quick. If you ain't doing some shit, he has passed to half guard though. He went from just being in half guard, now he's in half guard from being in full guard. Landed on some small, choppy ground and pound, nothing big. But he is on the top. Dominant position. Hasn't transitioned to side control yet. This is a position that fucking Khabib likes. It's like Khabib would rather be in side control or half guard than side control, using that leg to hold you down and just smash. And that's what A-Bus is kind of doing right now. A little less smashing. He's not as dominant as Khabib, I'm just saying. That's something I noticed in a breakdown. Somebody broke it down. Ref standing him up with about 30 seconds to go, I believe. Mario Yamasaki. And he's hitting him with the heart, too. I seen him start the fight. He hit him with the heart. Ooh, left hook, right hook connects from Molotov. Holy shit. He just probably rocked A-Bus. Now he's looking to take him down. Wasn't able to. Damn. That stand-up did good things for Molotov. He probably rocked A-Bus at the end of that round. Gasan went for a takedown attempt. A-Bus reverses it with the fucking wizard. Goes in on a single and gets it. That was a good fucking wrestling sequence from A-Bus. But he might have got rocked at the very end of that round. He's got a tough round coming up with Gasan and Molotov. Kayla Harrison is on the motherfucking sideline. That's my motherfucking girl. Let's go. Let's go. Holy shit. Already doing commentary work. 2 pro fights. Doing work for the PFL. Yo, I'm a big fan of Kayla Harrison, so I am down with that. Kayla is legit. Gonna be one of the best fighters on the planet in the future. Even if she doesn't beat Chris Cyborg, she's not hyped because she's beating everybody else. I think with 2 pro fights, Kayla Harrison is giving Megan Anderson a run for her money. Dead ass. No jokes. At 155, oh, easy work. Easy work. These guys are hugging to begin the second round. A-Bus giving a little hug to Gasan. Center of the octagon. A-Bus looked a little tired too after the hug. Maybe both fighters are a little fatigued. But they have to fight again tonight. Gasan Molotov controlling the distance right now in the center of the octagon. Looking a little fresher. Lands a leg kick. A-Bus Magomedov circling on the outside as Gasan tries to cut off the octagon and connect with some of these hooks. Now Gusan's in on a double leg against the fence. His hands are not locked though, so they're close to being locked. If he gets his hands locked, this takedown's pretty much done. Oh, good sprawl from Magomedov to break apart Umalatov's hands. Oh, but he got him together. He went lower, got him together. Now he's in on the takedown. Umalatov in, but A-Bus is on his way back up. He's trying to get back up. He's back up. Good shit from A-Bus because that would have been a bad position. A-Bus now standing back up, and he's got Gasan against the fence. Almost got taken down. Now Gasan Umalatov reverses the position against the fence, and they went to the ref cam. Yo, those fucking, they can do live feed from those glasses, bro. They're doing live feed from the ref cam. That is dope. Oh, no, I'm not signed in. I was gonna say, can we see my bracket? A-Bus Magomedov versus Gasan Umalatov. My bracket had Bruno Santos anyway, so. But I was right on the other two fights. These hooks, you know, Gasan has a nice attack with his hooks, but he's got to close the distance. Good leg kick there from Gasan lands. He's closing the distance. I mean, this could be one of those draw fights where the fucking lower ranked fighter moves forward. That would be crazy. If you got Gasan Umalatov and fucking fighting Sado Uce, nobody predicted that. A-Bus is looking like he's getting tired, man. He's slowed down, and Gasan's look in on a takedown against the fence. Not a high takedown at all, so not much to it. Might try and drag him down or hip toss him something from here, but he's got his hands. Oh, he's looking to try and slam him. Not working yet. It's a really high takedown attempt. You got to go for more of a slam than a takedown. Now he's going a little lower, but A-Bus has a Kimura position to try and reverse. Now he's back to the center of the octagon. Center of the octagon for both fighters. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. And A-Bus, man, I'm telling you, he's looking a little tired. Took a little bit out of him controlling Umalatov in that first round. Umalatov better work, try and get this to a draw because we've been seeing the lower ranked fighters come through. Oh shit, a takedown attempt from A-Bus. Good takedown defense from Gasan Umalatov. He had him down for a second, but Umalatov was right back up. I don't even know if that gets scored as a takedown. Sado Uce, their opponent in the background, watching the fight, laying down, getting some work in, a massage, so he's ready to fight again. Center of the octagon, 1 minute 35 seconds left. 2 jabs land for A-Bus, couple left jabs, not much behind him. Left hook from Umalatov. Good low kick from Umalatov. I think Umalatov is evening up this fight, man. This is a close round. If this is a draw, Umalatov is pressing A-Bus against the octagon right now. Really wants a takedown. These dudes are fighting not only, by the way, these guys are fighting for $1 million, not just a belt. These dudes are fighting for a fucking big prize, and they got to fight again after this fight. A-Bus looking to take down Umalatov, wasn't able to do it. Does land a right hand, though, when they stand up. But a good counter from Gasan Umalatov. This second round is really close. I think I had the first round for Magomedov. Center of the octagon, 26 seconds left. Takedown from A-Bus. Ooh, that might seal it for him. Takedown from A-Bus. With 20 seconds to go. Oh, shit. Umalatov rolls out of it, but A-Bus stays on top. Oh, 10 seconds left. A-Bus is on top. That might be it for Umalatov. He worked hard. He got back up, though. 5 seconds left, but I think that takedown might have sealed the deal for Magomedov. Good right hook lands from Umalatov. Bell rings. We're going to a decision. We are going to a decision. Is that Yamasaki reference, says Bob Cratchit? Yes, sir. Jorge One says, your girl Kayla's commentating. Yo, motherfucking Kayla, did you see that, dog? Jorge, what the fuck? Let's go. Oh, he said Mario got booed. Oh, that's crazy. Mario got booed. I've seen him ref for PFL before. It wasn't tonight, though. I seen him ref for PFL before. He's been reffing for PFL maybe now for a second. But, yeah, man, maybe we'll see him back in the UFC one day. But it's funny if the crowd actually booed him. That'd be pretty funny. Kayla Harrison, the real deal. Already doing commentary for PFL. Yo. And the thing about Kayla Harrison fighting with NBC, since it's NBC, they get to use footage from her Olympics since it's also on NBC. So that's one of the dope things about Kayla fighting on NBC with PFL, because they get to use her Olympic footage. And the UFC or Bellator, they wouldn't be able to do that because they're not on NBC. Little fun fact. 2 times, says Jorge One. 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. Let's go. I'll give a pass on the Hera Simps tonight. Yo, it's not Hera Simps. It's Hera Realizers. There's Harrison haters, and there's people that realize the truth. Everybody that's hating on Harrison, you know, I get it. People don't like the fact that she's white and she's got blonde hair. They look at her like she's going to get more opportunities because she's white. But no, she's got legit fucking skills. If Kayla Harrison was black like Simone Biles and she was coming over with the same fucking credentials with the two-time gold medals, it'd be the same deal. She's got the legit credentials, the weight, and everything to be the only future challenger for Cyborg. There's nobody else. If not her, Cyborg retires, never losing another fight. At least she presents the size and she presents the skill set. A-Bus Magomedov just got his hand raised. Moving on to the finals, or the semifinals. He'll be taking on Saburai Sue. But she's got the skill set. We see Cyborg beating all these bitches up. No one's got a chance. Cyborg is the GOAT. And that's why I think my opinion is more fair. Because I'm one of the people, I'm not a Cyborg hater. I don't hate on Cyborg at all. I know Cyborg is the baddest bitch on the planet. Nobody's fucking with Cyborg when it comes to MMA. She's the GOAT. Women's GOAT. She's beating everybody up. She's got the experience, all that. Ain't nobody beating Cyborg anytime soon. Holm ain't doing it. Nunes ain't doing it. They ain't doing it. Nunes got the best chance of anybody so far, but they ain't doing it. Now, what I'm saying is, future Harrison, and one other thing I got to point out is Chris Cyborg, she is well-rounded, but I'm saying she's not coming out here and just out wrestling chicks and dominating them on the ground that much. We really see her putting hands on these girls. So, if you're going to ever have anybody who's got a chance to have, you know, potentially take advantage of that aspect, potentially put Cyborg on the ground and be strong as, if not stronger than Cyborg on the ground with that judo background, I mean, that's going to be at least a fun fight. And by the way, even if Kayla Harrison loses to Cyborg and beats everybody else, that's not a hype job. If you can beat everyone on the planet except for the top fighter, you're not a hype job. That's like saying Wonderboy is a hype job because he can't beat Woodley. No, Woodley's just the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Wonderboy is still also badass. He's still also one of the best welterweights on the planet. It's not a hype job Wonderboy just because he can't beat Woodley. So even if Harrison beats Megan Anderson and beats Holly Holm and beats all these girls, she's not a hype job just because she loses to Cyborg. And honestly, I'm actually starting to come around to her clout chasing. Whenever people ask her about Cyborg, I'm actually kind of like, well, for one, the interviewers are asking, and for two, if you know anything about Kayla Harrison, you know her goal is to be the best. The only reason she's getting into MMA is to dethrone Cyborg. That's the only reason. She's not getting in here to make money cage fighting. Kayla Harrison don't need the cash. She's not strapped for cash. Now, she's got a lot of potential to be a big star in MMA, and that will come. But she's already a two-time Olympic gold medalist selling books. She already wrote a book, already got a story. You know what I'm saying? She's already got a lot of shit going for her without cage fighting. And so the same thing went with judo. She got into judo to be the best, and she did it. So, ain't no Harrison Realizers. Harrison realizers. She doesn't have the wins just yet, and I'm glad you said that, John Taylor, because, oh, I'm so glad you said that. People are like, look, y'all, Kayla, she's not ready. She's got to grow. Let her fight somebody, you know, with more wins. And Josette Cotton had 8 wins, man. For one, she had 8 wins, and for two, Kayla Harrison's not saying she wants to fight her tomorrow. She's not saying, and I'm not saying I think Kayla Harrison can fight her tomorrow. I'm not saying I even want to see that. But in 2020, after Kayla Harrison, she'll have her 3rd pro fight by the end of this year. If she fights 4 more times or 5 more times max next year, she'll be 7-0 or 8-0. And you might say, oh, 7-0 is still too early. You might say that if you're a Harrison hater. If you're a Harrison hater. But would that same person that would say Kayla Harrison's not ready for a title shot at 7-0 say the same thing about Tatiana Suarez, who's also 7-0? Tatiana Suarez is 7-0. She just showed she can challenge for a title. It don't. Yeah, I hear you. It would be wonderful if she had more time. Oh shit. $2 in the super chat. Thank you very much, giving your name for that $2 in the super chat. Good sir. Stop saying hater. That's not it. Suarez is in the UFC. Okay. She's in the UFC, but there's not a featherweight division, and there's damn sure not a lightweight division in the UFC. So that's not a possibility. That's not even a possibility for Kayla Harrison. But do you not think Kayla Harrison can beat Megan Anderson after Holly Holm just took her to grappling school? And by the way, Kayla Harrison, people compare her to Ronda Rousey with the bad parts. Oh, Ronda Rousey, she had no head movement, she couldn't box. Kayla Harrison has head movement, and she's training with the American Top Team, not Edmund Tarvarian. She's training with the American Top Team. She trained a full year with UFC fighters at American Top Team, Amanda Nunes, and the dudes at American Top Team, Tony Martin. Help the bear! Yo, thank you for the $5 in the super chat, giving your name. Thank you very much. Respect on your motherfucking name. Thank you, good sir. I said she could possibly beat Cyborg if Amanda doesn't. Okay, John Taylor, and that's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying. We're on the exact same wavelength. If Amanda can't beat Cyborg, there's nobody but Kayla. Me and you are on the exact same wavelength. I'm not saying she can fight her this year. I'm not saying even next year. But I'm saying when she's 7-0, she'll potentially be ready. Because you also got to take into consideration that's what she's hungry for. She's someone you can say is hungry. That's the only reason she's here, is to be the best. She wants to be the very best that no one ever. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. She wants to be the best. She came up under Ronda Rousey. You know, she saw Ronda Rousey. She got all the accolades for her bronze medal. She said, I want to beat that. I want to get a gold medal, and she did it, and she did it twice. That was her drive, to be better than Rousey. Now she's training with Amanda Nunes and Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Tony Martin, her boyfriend, other legit fighters. Sparring, you know, wrestling with one of the best camps in the world, not Edmund Tarvarian. She's getting rapidly better at MMA, not Ronda Rousey. She's getting better, training with the best in the world, UFC fighters. There's no way she can fight in the UFC. There's no fights for her in the UFC. There's no division. She ain't even fighting at 145 right now. She's at 155. Now, ultimately, she'll cut to 145. But right now, there's not even a 145 division in the UFC, and she's got a nice deal with PFL. So she can't fight there. But a lot of these girls outside of, even that are coming into the featherweight division in the UFC, this new tough tournament, a lot of those girls are undersized. You know, there's not, when you're fighting at 145 pounds, it's not the most developed division. Even in Cyborg's case, it's not like you're fighting girls that are on the level of the men's featherweights, right? That's been developed and around for a long time. So you're not fighting the highest level competition. You can say that about Cyborg. I mean, if we're just being fair and unbiased, Cyborg's the GOAT. But it don't matter how good you are. If you're fighting girls that are not on your level, it's not iron sharpening iron. You're beating girls that you're supposed to beat. You keep fighting girls you can beat. That's not helping you get better. Now, I'm sure you're training hard, but Cyborg's trying to build her brand right now. She's in Cash Me Outside videos and, you know, Cash Me Outside girl rap songs, and she's trying to build her brand as a champion. And she's already the champion. That's what was her goal. She's getting content. I'm not saying she's content. I'm sure she's got the will. She wants to hold on to the belt for as long as possible. But when you're fighting girls that are not on your level and you're getting comfortable as the champion, you got somebody that's watching every single one of your fights, training hard to be better than you, that motherfucker's going to be a problem in the future. In the future. Now that's in the future. 2020. I'm not even saying 2019. Jorge says Kayla's doing everything everyone said that Ronda should have done, and people still hating. I hear you, right? And if she... Look, if Kayla wasn't saying anything about Cyborg, they would be saying she's scared to say her name. She don't even want to say Cyborg's name. She don't want that work. And people would speculate either way. Watch, guys. They're going to hype her up, and she's going to fight Cyborg, and she's going to get her ass beat, even if she wasn't calling out Cyborg. And there's something to be said about the interviewers asking her the question. If I was interviewing Kayla Harrison and I said, you know, in the future, everyone's going to want to hear about you and Cyborg. Have you thought about that future matchup? If she responds and says, yeah, I got in this to be the best, and Cyborg's the best, she's actually giving Cyborg her props. A lot of the times, if you listen to Kayla Harrison, she's actually giving Cyborg her props. She's like, Cyborg's the best. I know she's the best fighter on the planet, and that's why I want to beat her. So she's giving her props. So she's not being super disrespectful. Like, all Cyborg's fighting nobody. She's not going to be on my level. I'm looking forward to dethroning Cyborg. She's not being disrespectful. You know? You know? Full-time, they're trying to build their brand MMA. Hey, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? When you're a prize fighter, I know, you know, as fans, a lot of people just want to look at it like they don't care anything about the fighter's business and they don't really think about it. But that's, if you want to, that's what's happening. People are making the best business decisions. The fighters that don't do that are usually the fighters that don't have good management and don't really have good direction. They're probably going to be fighting until they're 40. You know, they're not managing their career correctly. And so, you know, it's prize fighting. People are in here trying to get the biggest prize, trying to build their brand. To, you know what I'm saying? When you're out here like Cyborg or anybody, you know, like Paige Van Zandt or anybody that uses tactics outside of the octagon to bring attention to their career, that's building their brand. Whenever Cyborg appears in the Cash Me Outside Girls music video, you know, yeah, you might not even agree with that chick, but what you're doing is you're introducing yourself to a new audience. And, you know, I look at it kind of from a business side of it because I'm actually interested in that too. So yeah, man. Give it a says Kayla needs to do one more fight, then sign with the UFC. She's actually it was already written. No, PFL, these tournaments that are going on tonight, and we're about to be talking back to them because we got the first semifinal walking out to the octagon now. They're doing a women's lightweight tournament, you guys, exactly fucking like this. You know how lit that's gonna be? Litty bagitty, dog. It's gonna be Kayla Harrison in the tournament. And you know, in the playoffs, she's gonna have to fucking fight twice in one night. There's gonna be other females in the tournament, probably Josette Cotton. I am so interested in this female lightweight tournament. Forget Kayla Harrison. Just as WMMA, I just like this format. Just for WMMA, we're gonna get to see the WMMA lightweight tournament like this, a bracket format. I'm in there, even without Kayla Harrison. Add Kayla Harrison, add Josette Cotton. Dog, this is going to be a fun-ass tournament to watch. Jacob De La Cruz. Jorge won in the building. He says, always trying to paint Cyborg like Rocky versus Mr. T, getting soft. No, I'm not. I'm not even, it's not even Cyborg. That's an anybody thing. That's a Conor McGregor thing. He got a fucking $100 million. You got to wonder, was he as motivated? Did he train as hard going into this fight? You know, with the $100 million, how's he gonna look? You know, so they're announcing the fighters now, though, guys. I'm off my spiel, my Harrison spiel. Who you guys got winning this fight? We got. Let me pull one of them up. We got Bojan Velickovic versus Magomedov. Magomedov. Man, Bojan Velickovic has some fights in the UFC. I believe he even fought against Darren Till, but I'm going with Magomedov in this fight. Magomedov. Here he is. on the screen. 21-5, taking on Bojan Velickovic. Oh, he has a win over Bojan Velickovic already, too. A lot of these are rematches. A unanimous decision. Man, after this fight, I'm going to have to go get me a bottle of water. Magomedov, Karamov. Let me get ready to get the fight clock on the screen. Oh, it's been on there the whole time. Alright. Alright. That works. Bojan Velickovic. Let's see. Announcing Magomed Karamov now. I'm gonna go grab me a water now, man. Almighty Khan says stop making excuses for your prostitute. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to or talking about, dog. I don't know who's my prostitute for one, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You might want to chill, dog. Wrench gang is strong out here. And I got the mightiest wrench, motherfucker. Jorge one says, damn, Mario Yamasaki got a brother. No, that's funny you said that, because earlier I was like, is that Mario? Because they all got the glasses on, right? When all the refs got the glasses on. If they got, yeah, I hear what you're saying. That's funny. We got a discount Yamasaki calling this one. Says cool the fool. Yo, let's go. All right, fight's underway. Let's get the fight clock on the building. Oh, I said that on the building. Fight clock in. I said that twice. What the fuck? Conor's what he's talking about. Conor the prostitute. Oh, I thought he was talking about Kayla Harrison. My whole spiel he got from that. I'm making excuses for him and shit. Like what? But either way, yeah. I'm not making excuses for Conor either. That's facts. That's real life. It's not a cyborg thing. It's not a Conor thing. It's a human being thing. You've been fighting for a fucking living, and now you're making thousands of dollars from not fighting. You're going to live a little more comfortable. It don't even matter if you're not fighting. If you're just anything, any aspect of life. But Velickovic in the center of the octagon. Actually, he's getting backed up in the center of the octagon, but now he's pressing forward. Magomed Karamov in the blue trunks, if you're watching the fight, pressing forward. He's been controlling the center of the octagon for the most part this early in the fight, pumping out that jab. He reminds me a little bit of Murrr Tysonov. Oh, good right hand. He just threw out there, might have connected there from Magomed Karamov. He's already won this fight in the past. And by the way, this is these guys' second fight of the night, you guys. This is a 3-round fight. These guys have already fought once tonight. Oh, good side kick to the body from Magomed Karamov. Backs Velickovic up against the cage. Another good side kick there. Winner of this fight is moving on to fight for $1 million and fight in the title. Let's get it up on the screen, the welterweight side of things. You can see right here, winner of this fight will fight the winner of Ray Cooper and Henderson Ferreira in the finals. Magomed Karamov versus Bojan Velickovic, center of the octagon. Karamov looking good. This is a rematch of a fight that he has fought before. Ray Cooper is cage side watching close. Maybe he's not cage side, he's backstage. But he's possibly could be fighting the winner of this fight in the finals. Ray Cooper's got another fight tonight. Oh shit, Magomed Karamov looks like he might have hurt Bojan slightly with the left hook there. Center of the octagon for Bojan. High kick. He's coming out with vicious intent. Can't even tell he already fought tonight. Looking good. Good side kicks, high kicks. Controlling the center of the octagon. Pumping out that jab. Looking to land a big right straight. He's throwing a big right straight out there. Oh, takedown attempt in on a single from Magomed Karamov. Wasn't able to, but he is looking to take his back. Oh, yeah, he kept the single. He's got Bojan Velickovic on his back now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Now, mind you, in the PFL, elbows are illegal. You cannot throw elbows. For one, they're on NBC, so they don't want this canvas painted as much with as much blood. And elbows definitely, you know what I'm saying, are a lot of cuts. They cause a lot of cuts. And actually, it's crazy. In the PFL, you don't see near as much blood. And I think it's because the elbows. It's interesting. But also, it allows you to fight more than once in a night and look good. I actually like this. I'm not sitting here like, man, I wish there was elbows. I know there's probably a lot of people that are like, man, like, you know, because it's less blood and less action, and especially when you consider Pride rules, how far we've come to no elbows. But for NBC, it's what they got to do, and I like the format. Magomed Karamov on top, looking to land some ground and pound. but you really don't see people posturing up a whole lot as much as grinding guys out. You don't see as much posturing up and looking to finish the fight. Once someone gets a takedown, maybe that has something to do because you can't land those elbows. But either way, that also works from the bottom. You can't throw elbows from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting. A little bit of a different rule set, but still a fun format. We got the welterweights scrapping right now. Second fight of the night, Magomedov versus Bojan Velickovic, former UFC fighter. Magomedov 13 significant strikes to Velickovic's 3. Magomed got the takedown. He's been riding the round out from here. 38 seconds left in the first round. Oh, he fights out of Eagle MMA. He's got it on his shorts. You can see it since it's not Reebok. You know what I'm saying? He's actually representing Eagle MMA, which is dope. On top position, Khabib would be proud. 17 seconds left to go. He's landing some shots over the top. Nothing crazy. He's landing some shots, though. Velickovic wanting to throw down a triangle attempt at the end. Wasn't able to. Magomed trying to land some big shots. Round is over. This is a 3-round fight, though. Magomedov for sure winning that first round, in my opinion. Lil Yamasaki so bad in the first fight, both Ferreira and Story stopped fighting and looked at him and said, "Hey," they called it a verbal stoppage. Does that even exist? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know about that. Like, yeah, because, and they're calling it an arm injury on the Rich Story fight. I don't know if they said, "Hey, ref, I quit," or if they said, "Hey, I'm done." But yeah, I didn't see him actually tap. So if he's actually stopping these fights, and these dudes aren't done fighting. I saw that early in the regular season. There was a dude named Jason High, and he was trying to get out of a submission, and the referee stopped the fight. He was winning the fight. His opponent attempted a submission, and when he went to reach to get out of the submission, the ref immediately stopped the fight like he tapped. Like, what the fuck? So if he's stopping the fight, and especially tonight, he would be fucking these people out of $1 million. And by the way, PFL, they got a little bit of splaining to do because some guys already got fucked out of $1 million. Abubakar Nurmagomedov, he fought to a draw, and they advanced his opponent, the lower seed. There goes your $1 million opportunity. So there's a couple, yeah, you know, if you lose one of these fights, even if it's a draw and you don't advance, you're missing out on $1 million fucking smackers. So that's unfortunate. Good left. Ooh, good fucking right hook lands from Bojan Velickovic after a good left hand landed from Magomedov. These guys are fucking swinging him now. Magomed looking for a takedown. Took him down and got Bojan's back. He hasn't been able to sink in. You know, he hasn't been able to actually take his back fully yet. Bojan just shook him off. That looked like Fedor and Chell and shit. You know how Chell flipped over him, but that actually Bojan like tipped his ass over because he didn't have a good grip in. But now Magomed recovered and he's on top of Bojan Velickovic. He's in half guard. So Bojan again in top position. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left. I'm sure Mario Yamasaki or off-brand Mario, whoever this is, he's not gonna let them stay here this early and that long in this round. I'm not going to let this be too boring of a fight if this is where the position stays and there's not a lot of action. But right now he's doing a good job of working to stay on top, and Bojan's doing a good job of trying to stand up. So Bojan on his back. That's how the first round ended. If this round continues this way, this is going to be another dominant round for Magomedov, and he could be looking at a shot at the inaugural welterweight title. A title fight if he wins this. He'll be fighting again December 31st. Keep that in mind, guys. You pointed out earlier that Jake Shields had already fought 3 times, right, in like the last fucking 5 months. Well, the winner of tonight, whoever wins both times, they're fighting again on December 31st in New York for $1 million. That's not too far away. That's a couple months away. So whoever wins both of these fights tonight They're fighting again for $1 million in New York. So it's going to be fun. Good body shot from Magomedov, but a return, Bojan Velickovic fires off a body kick that connects. These guys are standing in the center of the octagon with 2:24 left. Magomedov getting a little tired. You know, this is the second fight of the night, you could imagine. Velickovic start charging forward, getting a little confident. Maybe he's trying to take advantage of it. Lands a left hand. Velickovic maybe sees the exhaustion. He's trying to come forward. But goddamn, a huge right hand just lands for Karamov. He's fucking teeing off on Velickovic against the cage. These shots will stop a fight if you eat these. You gotta do so. Ooh, Velickovic was coming on strong. And now fucking Magomed's looking to finish the fight. Oh, he's hurt. It is over. Magomed just landing big shots against the fence. After a big right hand, Velickovic damn near covered up. And he just started fucking teeing off on him. You just gonna cover up? Bow! Bow! And Velickovic maybe recovered a little bit, tried to walk away, but wasn't firing back or doing enough to defend himself. And fucking Magomedov gave him a couple more. Bow! Bow! Right hand, left hook. Damn! And the ref had to stop the fight. Magomed Karamov. Holy smokes. Won his second fight of the night. Earlier tonight, he beat Pavlo Kush. Now he beat Bojan Velickovic, who fought to a draw with Abubakar Nurmagomedov. I just thought about something. Because, and I don't think that's why they did it, but if Abubakar Nurmagomedov would have beat Bojan, they would have had to fight each other. That's like Khabib's cousin, and that dude, he's Eagles MMA too. I wonder if Eagles MMA guys would fight each other. Because being on this, that's unfortunate. Being on the same side of the bracket, you know what I'm saying? That's like, let's say you and your brother or you and one of your really good friends were both fighters and you entered a tournament. If you got to fight each other, you got to fight each other. But, you know, Khabib's crew, I don't know if they would fight each other. You know what I'm saying? But they almost fucking had to. So I'm over here talking about how Abubakar got robbed and shit. And, shit, maybe they didn't have to fight each other. So there's the silver lining. He got robbed out of his chance at $1 million, but he didn't have to fight his teammate. No, that's still fucked up, man. But Magomed Karamov still representing for Eagles MMA. He's coming out, moving to the championship, guys. He's going to be fighting for PFL's inaugural welterweight title, and he's also fighting for $1 million fucking dollars. And he's fighting the winner of Ray Cooper and Henderson Ferreira. I'm rooting for Ray Cooper. I'm a fan of Ray Cooper, man. I'm a big fan. I don't even know why. I don't know much about him. But he's got a good record. He's one of the names I recognize at PFL. Hey, fought Felony. Headlined against Felony. That's fun. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Ray Cooper, man. Hold it down. Hold it down for America and shit. You know, going against Henderson Ferreira. And then he's going to be taking on Magomed Karamov. Yo, I like this PFL, guys. I like this fucking PFL. I'm not going to lie. I'm liking this format. We already missed the fucking the featherweight tournament. We missed the lightweight. But, man, we caught on just in time. We get to see the welterweight and the middleweight brackets play out. And then on December 31st, we get to see all the champions crowned from all these tournaments. Let's go, man. This is fun. This is fucking fun. Next, we got John Howard and Lewis Taylor, guys. We got Put the Guns Down taking on Doomsday. Let's check him out. Let's check out the fight card. Lewis Taylor and John Howard. Man, congratulations to Magomed Karamov. John Howard, I believe he also formerly fought for the UFC. Yep. Got wins in the UFC over Uriah Hall, Sayur Baharazada, and Cathal Pendred. Lost to Tim Means, Lorenz Larkin, Brian Ebersole, and Ryan LaFleur. So John Howard has some legit UFC experience, fought for the World Series of Fighting, which is the PFL now. He even had a previous stint in the UFC before that. John Howard got a lot of experience, even UFC. Fought for the UFC, got cut after losing 3. Went on a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 run. Got back in the UFC. Cut after losing to Tim Means. in 2015. Now he's with the PFL, and he's taking on Lewis Taylor. Put the guns down. John Howard, 35 years old. Lewis Taylor, 39 years old. Handguns? What the fuck? What the fuck? You guys don't understand why I'm saying what the fuck right now. I was just doing research for this event yesterday, and this guy's nickname was Put the Guns Down. And I was looking at some of his fights, because I was watching MMA Junkie Radio, and one of them predicted him to win the whole thing. And like his whole opening thing, he's like, he's got his guns, like boom, boom, and then he puts them down, and he's like, no. Like his whole thing is like, his nickname was Put the Guns Down. And now his nickname is Handguns. That's kind of the opposite. Are you promoting handguns or putting the guns down? So I'm like, what? His name was just Put the Guns Down. Now it's Handguns. But that's why I've been calling him Put the Guns Down, because I thought it was cool, his whole beginning thing. He actually had a whole celebration like, psh, psh, nope, put him down, fuck guns. You know, like put the guns down, but now he's got a new nickname. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, 17-4 at 39 years old. He's got some impressive wins, man. He lost to David Branch, but that's his only fight in the last, that's the only fight he's lost in the last 6 years. Philip Halls, and he's been older than all these guys he's fighting. So don't let his age fool you. 29 years old, holding it down. Taking on a very experienced John Howard, though. This is going to be a tough fight. Going to be a tough fight for Lewis Handguns Taylor. Interesting. I don't know why he would change his name, but it is what it is. Fernando Yamasaki. That's hilarious. Let me scroll up and read the chat a little bit. Boss Rootin's a fucking G, says Jorge 1. Who remembers crotch shots in the early UFC? I forget the dude's name, but he was teeing off on some dude's balls on the ground so hard I'm in pain every time I watch it. Yo, we just watched that the other day. We were watching, I think that was on like UFC 4. Yeah, it was legal. Everything was legal. Even shots to the dick. I'm surprised we didn't see more, right? If it's being legal and you're in pretty much a street fight, no rules, bro, you know how many dick punches you're getting? Like, if you're fighting for your life, yeah, you're getting punched in the dick, dog. So when that dude did it, and he was like in a submission, there was like a big ass dude on top of him, you know, because it was open weight. Dude was like probably 240 pounds, if I'm remembering correctly, on top of him. And so he just started fucking welling off on his balls. Bow, bow, bow. And he got out of the fucking, he ended up winning the fight, I believe. Well, yeah, that was hilarious. Crotch shot used to be open. They used to be a go back in early UFC days. Fuck, Magnum is a badass. He needs to change his name, though, says Jorge 1. Who's Magnum? Fuck Magnum. Wait, who's fuck Magnum? To what, though? Magnumness. Jokes. Cool the Fool says, if I win a Mega Million Jackpot Tuesday, I got you for a cool milli on the house full time. Hey, I'll be happy with the 1,000, bro. If you hit the, you know what I'm saying? We'll be good there. But I appreciate it. Yo, I heard how high the lottery is, and I heard, you know, when it gets this high, you start hearing people, yo, I don't play lottery, but I'm playing this one. One of my friends told me that the other day. Yo, I'm about to play the fucking lottery. But yo, good luck to you, Cool the Fool. That would be dope, man. Dagestan Takeover, says Almighty Khan. Shout out to the anti-bagel bot. Salute to Jorge. Milo Savic says Velickovic lost match. Yeah, man, he just lost, but he lost to a guy from Eagle MMA, Magomedov Karamov. Magomedov Karamov will be fighting Ray Cooper or Henderson Ferreira. That was his second fight of the night. Earlier tonight, Magomed beat Pavlo Kush. He had to fight a second time against Bojan Velickovic, and now he's going to be fighting for $1 million and the welterweight title for PFL on December 31st. About 2 months, man. This is fucking dope. I wish I would have been hip to this tournament format earlier. Bob Cratcher said, I whooped my brother's ass for the last chicken wing. Yo, I would too, but, you know, the Dagestans, they got a little more loyalty and honor. I whooped my brother's ass just for fun. You know, it'd be a friendly, it's not like I'm picking on him, it'd be a good scrap. But we could throw down, give us some gloves. You know, we could do that shit. Somebody was like, yo, $1,000 full-time MMA versus the microwave, we would 100% be on here boxing for you motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now. But these guys, and this is for $1 million, so maybe they would have been down. But hey, looking at the silver lining. Tell me when finished match, says Milo Savic. Magomed Karimov, Milo. Fernando Yamasaki is the Charlie Murphy of MMA. Fernando Yamasaki. Yamasaki. Stay with MC. The double Mago, the guy who watched a little while ago, was a serious wrestle fucker in this fight. Yeah, but he wasn't a serious wrestle fucker in this fight. He had the wrestling advantage, scored a couple takedowns, but there were some good standing exchanges, and he actually won the fight standing up. They are announcing the next fight. Let's see who's fighting next. It's John Howard and Lewis Taylor. Yo, I legit liked his fucking name, bro. I'm kind of upset. I liked the whole spiel. 39-year-old dude from Chicago. Fucking too much gun violence there anyway. He's a professional fighter. Put the guns down. That was his nickname. He had a whole fucking thing he did. Put the guns up. Boom, boom. And he set them down. That was super dope. And now they're calling them handguns. What? What? And they even made him just bang bang. I don't know if they made him. Sorry. But what? I don't know about that. You know, that's like a complete switch of stances. That's like going into a fight and your name is like No More Knives, and then your next fight you're like the Ripper. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, you're fucking putting the knife to your throat, and your stance has been against knives. But hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not a big deal. These guys are fighting now. 4 minutes and 46 seconds into the round. We got the fight clock on the screen. We got Lewis Taylor and John Howard. This is their second fight of the night. John Howard already fought Eddie Gordon tonight, and Lewis Taylor already fought Rex Harris. So, winner of this fight moves on. You can see in the bracket, and they'll be fighting the winner of Abbas Magomedov and Sado Uce for $1 million in the inaugural middleweight title. I might give the edge. I was given a little bit of an edge to Lewis. I think this is a close fight. John Taylor's fought the higher level guys, I feel like, but Lewis Taylor is also he's also beat some impressive guys as well. So this is a really tough fight for me to call. This is just a good fight. Lewis Handguns Taylor, John Howard. 39 years old. Only 4 years older than John Howard, though. But still, 39. It's a little up there, right, for an MMA fighter when you look at the age. But you guys like Chet Congo, who's 43, still knocking motherfuckers out. We just saw in Bellator, so. Lewis Taylor, 7 strikes so far on John Howard's 2 significant strikes. Lewis Taylor, nice leg kick there, trying to land a jumping knee and shit. Lewis Taylor tried to land a flying knee, didn't land, but after that he followed up with a good low kick. Winner of this fight fights the winner again of the middleweight Sado Uce versus Abbas Magomedov. John Howard in the center of the octagon. Looking to close the distance. Lewis Taylor looks like he has a little bit of the reach advantage in this fight, a little bit of range. Lewis Taylor reaching in for a double attempt, wasn't able to get it, not much there. Now they're broken apart after a brief clinch. Lewis Taylor looks like he's potentially trying. He's been trying to land a high kick, man, throughout this fight, like a front kick, like a side kick to the face. He's trying to land like a side kick to the fucking face. Flying knees and shit. He's looking for an explosive finish potentially. Good stiff jab from Lewis Taylor with his left hand. John Howard looks like a welterweight Rumble Johnson and shit. He's hella big. Like, he got some big ass arms. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first round. Howard in on a single leg attempt against the cage, not able to get it. Lewis Taylor in some small hooks, breaks away. No takedown for Howard. This is a 3-round fight. Both of these guys have already fought once tonight. Lewis Taylor in the center of the octagon. John Howard pressing forward, trying to get past the reach of Lewis Taylor, who keeps landing these low strikes. John Howard's not able to do much here. He's really not having trouble getting past the range of Taylor, who's circling on the outside. John Taylor's not. Oh shit! Lewis Taylor just landed one of those big shots. Oh my lord! He looks like he's trying to finish John Howard. He looked like one of those flying knees. And what the fuck? Like a fucking hip toss. That suplex was legit. John Taylor's turning it up. He connected, it looked like, with a knee. And after that, he just fucking unleashed a flurry on John Howard standing. And then he fucking clinched up with him and suplexed his ass like a hip toss suplex. Now he's in on a fucking choke, and he's got some dangerous chokes. He's put a motherfucker to sleep standing. Oh, John Howard pushes him off. 33 seconds left. Lewis Taylor, woo! Just turn the motherfucking heat up. I did the bracket challenge on this thing. It's funny. I picked Taylor to win this fight. But the bracket challenge started a long time ago, so it was really too late. But I'll probably log in and pull up my brackets. Wow. Takedown at the end of the round for Lewis Taylor. 10 seconds left. That round goes to Lewis Taylor, the veteran. 39 years old. Doing work to John Howard, the former UFC fighter. Got a lot of UFC experience. 2 stints in the UFC. Lewis Taylor. Man, what about that fucking suplex, though? Looking for that head kick. Looking for flying knees. Doing a good job of keeping the distance. This is a 3-round fight. Man. We got the corner right now. Take the fight clock off the screen for a second. Let's see. Looking at the highlights. A good fucking stiff left hand landed for Lewis Taylor at the end of the round as well, followed by that trip. His girl is in the octagon going crazy, or in the crowd going crazy. You can imagine he just turned the fucking heat up at the end of that round. 39-year-old dude fighting twice in one night, looking good. Just won the first round in my mind. Second round underway. The fight clock back on the screen. Boom. There's that. The chat up. Can I get a link, please? Says MMA Addict. Yo, salute to Given Sure Name for the link. Good left hand lands at the beginning of the round for John Howard. Now he's in on a single leg attempt against the cage. But it's not a deep single attempt. Back to the clinch. Taylor looking to break apart and land a couple good shots on the break. Center of the octagon for John Howard, looking to land a sidekick of his own now. Taylor looking impressive. Damn, says Given Sure Name. Man. One does sound better than the other, says that weird guy. John Howard, it looked like he was looking for a takedown attempt there. Taylor was able to get out of it. Taylor's back is against the fence right here. Can be a dangerous position, but he's looking to do some karate shit, bro. He's like doing some no-look shit, it looks like. He's trying to trick Howard. And it worked, because now John Taylor lands a shot and he's in on a takedown attempt. He actually just took down John Howard. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Lewis Taylor back on top, in top position. Winning another round potentially the way this is going. John Howard's going to have to, he's got 0 significant strikes landed so far. This is a good, really good fight for Lewis Taylor. Winner of this fight ends up fighting for $1 million and for the inaugural middleweight title. Lewis Taylor looking good so far. Fence plus cage equals phage. Almighty Khan knows what's up. You know what's up. The phage. The phage. But did he die? Wait, one says, so the ref wants till the end of the round to say something? Okay. Every time Full Time says John Taylor, I be scrolling the comments. That's funny. You got fucking Lewis Taylor and John Howard. I'm mixing it up because we got But Lewis, we got John Taylor in the comments and shit. Good guillotine attempt here. John Howard is in on a takedown attempt. Lewis Taylor's in on a guillotine attempt. The ref broke the action, separating them back to the center of the octagon. Guys are slowing down. This is their second fight of the night. They're in the second round of it. So one more round after this, since this is the semifinals. The quarterfinals was 2 rounds. The semifinals is 3 rounds. Winner of this fight moves on to fight for $1 million and the middleweight title. John Howard, center of the octagon, stalking Lewis Taylor at this point, just pressing forward. But Taylor's explosive. He's dangerous. He's looking for a good counter. Howard clinching Taylor against the fence, but you're not going to win the round here. And Taylor with the underhooks, looking to reverse the position. That's not good. You know, if this is the position you want to be in, Taylor just reversed it. Taylor in on a trip. Another takedown for Taylor. Reverses the position against the fence and trips Howard. Also, Dean, also known for a questionable performance. Yamasaki was kind of all of a sudden. Yeah, Yamasaki, and he was the only one. I feel like that was a little personal because Yamasaki just got shit. He literally just got shit for early stoppages. People said he stopped the Chiesa fight too early. Now they're saying it's too late, but we've seen late stoppages. What about the wasn't it Herb Dean that just let CB Dalloway get his fucking head banged in almost? And he was refereeing Conor McGregor and fucking Khabib the next month. Why wasn't there no repercussions there? Dan Murgliata, he's been known. He had a nickname. Dan let you die, almost let you die, fucking Murgliata. Whereas, you know what I'm saying? So Mario Yamasaki kind of got shit on there. But hey, did he die? He still ain't been back in the UFC, but he is part of the PFL, so... Oh, what the fuck? Proper 12 is on the PFL logo, you guys. I am looking at a Proper 12 Irish whiskey on the PFL cage. Wow. I don't think there's any SBG fighters on here. There's a whole lot of Khabib's teammates. They got to fight on the Proper 12 logo and shit. Conor got the deal done. 7 seconds left. There's a foul, it looks like. The referee checking on something. Maybe a little bit of an elbow or something. A headbutt or something. Proper 12. Irish whiskey. Yo. I did not expect to see that logo on the PFL cage. Yamasaki pounded Dana's favorite ring girl. Oh, a knee. Lewis Taylor, a big-ass knee to the face of a grounded opponent. It didn't knock him out, but you're going to lose points. And if he can't continue, you might got disqualified. Bro, you got to act like you can't continue here. Because if you win this fight, you make it to the $1 million. Fuck that, I can't continue. Oh, God, why did he do that? Oh, my nose. Oh, he's cussing. He's pissed. Lewis Taylor is pissed if he loses this fight. Oh, and he's shaking his head. Oh, he's got a big knot on his head, too. He's like, nah, man. Oh, John Howard, he's going to pull it off. You better be a motherfucking actor. Act your ass off. Oh, shit. Why did he? Oh, my fucking head. How many fingers are you holding up? 13. I count 13 fingers. You win this fight, you go fight for $1 million in 2 months, bro. You already lost the first round. You're losing the wrestling. Losing the fight. And he needs you in the fucking dome ski. Wow. Stamina MC says Herb Dean let Cody take a bit of a hiding too in that second fight. Yeah, what's up with that? But the CB Dalloway one really stands out. He really, like, that motherfucker took like 10 shots after the bell. And then he's refereeing McGregor Khabib. And I don't want to put on a tinfoil hat because I don't want to fucking get shadow banned for even longer, even though I think we're probably doomed anyway. We're probably fucked anyway. But Jorge said he's obviously on the Herb, obviously on the payroll, Dean. That's funny. I was going to kind of take it there. I was going to kind of say, like, what if somebody I don't know. I don't even know who it would be. Someone in the UFC or the commission. I don't know who punishes the goddamn referees. What if someone in the commission, right? They really don't like CB Dollaway. Herb. If he loses this fight, we need to show this motherfucker. No, that's like some mob shit, right? We need to show this motherfucker a lesson. You don't fuck my favorite ring girl. No, let him hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's weird though. But that is a good point. Why the fuck is Mario Yamasaki? That was such a over. And on top of that, right? Mario Yamasaki had just got called out for early stoppages. Now he's the face of late stoppages. And you got guys that are doing. You're seeing late stoppages and they're still reffing. So yeah, fuck that. Fucking free Yamasaki. Bob Cratchit says all of the refs goofy, even Big John. If you listen to his Bellator commentary, sounds like he's spending too much time with Joey Diaz. I haven't heard all of his Bellator commentary because I've been doing my own lately, so I'm talking while they're talking. But I early on I heard maybe like his first fight or something. I wasn't doing a fight companion back then. But I'm just thinking, I'm chalking that up to his experience as a referee. He doesn't have a lot of experience as a commentator. Oh, I think the fight might be over. Oh, John Howard is staying in. He's staying in. You fucked up, dude. I mean, I guess that's the respectable way, the honorable way. Oh, no, they're out. Oh, shit. They're out of the cage. Lewis Taylor's pissed off. He's ready to blow up. He needed that million. He's from Chicago, dog. He had to change his fucking nickname from Put the Guns Down to Handguns. Now he's going to get disqualified or something? Are they still fighting? He was out the cage blowing up. And now they're coming back in the octagon. But did he die? Best quote in a while. Lewis Taylor is sitting down. Oh, his wife is crying. She was so excited when he was doing so good. And now he got disqualified. They are upset. PFL is cool, but their judging sucks, says Jorge 1. Yeah, and also we need to figure out what's going on with that goddamn draw situation, because I feel like a couple guys might have got cheated out of the chance at $1 million. So they're in here making a decision. Fucking John Howard, one of his eyes are closed, and he's got a big knot on his head. So he might be out of this fight. He got a little cut on his nose as well. And PFL, they do a good job. They don't even allow elbows. So you cut somebody with the knee, they'll probably get your ass out of there, making an example out of you. Whew, we're going to see how they're fucking announcing this. You even got the executive in here, like Ray Sefo, dog. That's the Dana White of the PFL. He's even in the cage on this one. They're trying to figure this out. This is a disqualification, bro. It's unfortunate. I actually, in my bracket, thought Lewis would win, and he was doing a good job in the fight. I thought the vet wouldn't make it, but he just need homie, a grounded opponent. John Howard just bowed down to him and like, look, man, respect to you, but you fucked up. Respect to you, but I need this $1 million. Respect to you, but I still can't fucking see. Oh, why'd you need me? Yo, respect Lewis Taylor, but I just counted 13 fingers. Oh, I think they're about to announce John Howard as the winner, dude. Given Surname says Big John and Herb Dean both want to be celebs a little too much to be legit refs. They're in B movies all the time and shit. Wouldn't see that out of a real sport. I didn't know. I haven't seen movies with Big John and Herb Dean. But that's funny you say that. I thought that's part of the reason they also were shitting on Yamasaki. Because his little heart thing, they're like, oh, he's trying to like, I don't know if they were accusing him of like building his brand or he's too worried about doing his heart than reffing. Like, no. Refs slip up and oh, by the way, everybody was just fucking riding his fucking ass for what they called an early stoppage, even though if you watch that shit in slow-mo, it looks like Chiesa was going to sleep. The whole world was on his ass for an early stoppage. Now it's too late and he don't even get to fucking work again. Meanwhile, CB Dollaway's getting his brains blasted. Oh, I think the fight is over, you guys. I think we've got a disqualification, man. You know, they could have took a point away. People are saying maybe they could have took a point away, but it was an illegal knee on the floor. There's a lot at stake here. John Howard, you know, he's got a frown on. He's got to play it out like this ain't the way he wanted to win. But inside, he's like, let's motherfucking go! You know, he can't show it in his face. He's got to be a ventriloquist. I'm about to be fighting for $1 million. You know, he's got a sad face on, shaking his head. I can't believe I'm about to be fighting for $1 million fucking dollars. Holy shit, mama, we made it. Damn. You know what's going on, man. This is shout out to Michael Chiesa. This is the same shit. When you get fucking in a car accident and it's somebody that's driving a motherfucking Lamborghini and you can't even afford to pay your insurance, you're driving a bucket that's about to probably be scrapped in the next 6 months because it's got an oil leak, you're broke as fuck, and a Lamborghini runs into you. My neck, oh, my back. And you know, you reach for your neck and you say my back. And you're like, bitch, you know what I meant. My back, my neck. I can't walk. It's hard to breathe. You know that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe you don't if you've never been on the other side of the coin, but that's how all motherfucking broke people move, and that's how they all think. You run into me with your motherfucking Lamborghini, your insurance better cover it, brother. I'm sure you got full coverage. And my neck, my back, we got hospital bills, we got loss of wages, all that shit. Chiesa. Oh, this millionaire fucking madman Conor McGregor wants to throw a dolly and get my fight canceled? Yeah, I'm suing you. Nothing personal, it's business. John Taylor. I would love to scrap it out with you, and you probably would have won this fight, but my dude, if I win this fight, I'm going to fight for a cool $1 million. Oh, my head. Fuck. I got a migraine. Instant migraine. It's like oatmeal. This shit is instant. Fucking, bro, I would have been telling that ref I got a migraine. My left eye hurts. I can't breathe out of my left nostril. I was fucking up my cardio for the fight. We can't continue this, ref. I'm going to tell you right now before you do your medicals. I can't see. I can't. Damn, dog. What a fucking situation. My neck. My back. Stamina MC with the music. Lick my gooch in my crack. My boss. Pause. No disqualification. Jorge says no disqualification. Am I not hearing? Are they not disqualifying here? What are they going to do? Keep fighting? Bob Cratchit says if they actually paid the refs a decent cut, they'd probably have a higher standard. Oh, that goes with judges too. You could imagine what it, like, you probably get paid like what, fucking, I don't know, $1,000 to fucking ref a fight, or $5,000 to judge a fight, and you know there's millions of dollars being made and all type of shit, and dollars being gambled and all type of shit. You could easily influence one of these broke ass judges or refs, you know, or not influence them. But what I'm saying is, that's also a reason, like you're saying, they might want to be in movies and they can't focus on their job. Like, who the fuck would want to focus on being the best MMA judge out there? For one, it's a thankless job. For two, you don't even like you get rewarded extra for it. You can't really focus on all. Bro, they are having such a goddamn debacle about this. It looks like Adam Silver from the fucking NBA in this huddle. Mario Yamasaki. Ray Sefo. There's 40 fucking people trying to get this figured out. Bro, he's disqualified. It is what it is. It's a shitty situation. They're acting like it's Conor McGregor that did the shit. They're trying to give this man every fucking out. It is a shitty situation. If he can't continue and you just need him, they don't even allow elbows here. You need him in the fucking dome. It's kind of like The John Jones situation. It sucks balls. What are they doing? Their shirts are on. Here comes the decision. Unintentional blow to the head. Howard cannot continue. Officially a technical draw? Oh my God. They gave it to Lewis Taylor. They gave it to the guy that fucking got the illegal knee. They gave it to put the guns down, aka handguns. Sorry, that's still funny. They gave it to put the guns down. Bro, he just illegally kneed this motherfucker, and what they did was they erased the whole second round. They were like, all right, well, since the dude can't continue, and he need him, since he can't continue because of an illegal shot, we're going to give it to Lewis Taylor because he won the first round. That's fucked up. The right man won. The right man won. He was winning the fight. He threw an illegal knee. And they said, well, since he won the first round, he still wins. They said, well, they scored it a draw. Let me get it correct. They said, since the fight ended with this illegal strike, we're going to score it a draw. But since Lewis Taylor won the first round, we're going to move him on. Wow. Well, I'm sure Lewis Taylor's happy. He thought he was done. Threw a fucking illegal knee. Almighty Khan says, I liked the call. Howard should have continued because he was clearly okay. He quit like your chicken. I mean, I hear what you're saying if you want to be fucking... But no. You're fighting for a fucking $1 million. We're being logical here. But I hear what you're saying. And could he have continued? You honestly 100% don't know how fucking affected he was from that knee. That was an illegal strike. That was an illegal strike. You don't know how fucking hurt he was. It busted the bridge of his nose. That could have affected his breathing. He could have had a fucking... Yeah, could he technically continue? I guess, but it was a fucking illegal strike. Yeah, I don't know about that one, guys. But it is what it is, man. I will agree with this. Lewis Taylor won the fight. He was winning the fight. Unfortunate situation. It almost got taken away from him. But if you're John Howard, like a lot of these guys, right? Who was it earlier? Bruno Santos. He fought Sado Uce. He had already beat him in the past. They fight to a decision. Bruno Santos has the more dominant round, and they still move ahead Sado Uce. So it's like they're moving whoever the fuck ahead they want. Yo, there was so much deliberation and so many people coming in and trying to figure this thing out. You would think Lewis Taylor was Conor McGregor in this thing. Like, yo, how can we fucking say that he wins? Yeah, he just ended the fight with an illegal strike, but is there any technicality? You know, kind of like John Jones and USADA, like, is there any way we can get him back earlier? Do you guys have, like, a snitching clause? Is there anything we can do? Like, oh, what? It wasn't a legal strike, but according to the commentators, it wasn't intentional. Yeah, it wasn't. What illegal? There's not a lot of intentional illegal strikes out there. If you want to talk about intentional, we can go back to Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, and that was ruled a no contest. And that one looked a lot more intentional, but it's not like they disqualified him. I mean, whatever. I don't care. You know, Lewis Taylor moves on. That's who I picked to win the fight in my bracket. It's not like I bet on it, but he made it. That was an illegal as fuck strike. So do you just have to win the first round and then knee your opponent in the head and call it a night? Thank you, Bob Cratchit. Thank you, Bob Cratchit. That's what I'm like. So let's just win the first round and then throw an illegal strike to where our opponent can't continue. And since I won the first fight and now it's a draw, you can't set that precedent. I won the first round. But now I throw an elbow or a knee at you in your fucking dome and you can't finish. But since I won the first round, I advanced to $1 million. They just took $1 million opportunity away from someone that got hit with an illegal strike. And I get it. Lewis Taylor was winning the fight. But okay, right now, we're about to watch Ray Cooper and Henderson Ferreira. If Ray Cooper dominates the first round, should he just throw an illegal strike? Should he just start throwing fucking knees? But I guess it's got to be, he's got to make it look unintentional. It can't be intentional. So you can't do it intentionally. But shit, on the ground, in the heat of the moment, homie, you're catching a fucking a knee to the dome. I don't know, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it fucking is. It's the story of life. It is what it is. Almighty Khan says Khabib is always fighting, brother. If not prostitutes, the devil himself. Yo, man, we all gotta fight that devil. You know what I'm saying? We all gotta battle with the motherfucking devil on our shoulder or religiously, however, spiritually, however you want to take that shit, brother. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Ray Cooper III versus Henderson Ferreira is underway. Welterweight. Winner of this fight's Magomed Karimov. Ray Cooper starting off strong. He's got Henderson Ferreira against the fence, lands a big right hand, but now they're separated. Back to the center of the octagon. Switching stances is Ray Cooper III. Lands a big right hand. Left hook. Man, he's swarming Henderson Ferreira. He's putting it on his ass. Pause. This is a fight Henderson Ferreira won the first time. Henderson Ferreira goes to throw a kick. Ray Cooper's going in on a takedown attempt. He secures the takedown. Ray Cooper now has Henderson Ferreira on his back. Let's put one of these guys up on the screen as well. Ray Cooper III, Henderson Ferreira. We'll pull up Ray Cooper III. 16-4. All right, back to the fight. Ray Cooper still in top position. He's in half guard. Looking to land a little bit of ground and pound. Not a lot doing. Ref might stand the fight up here if there's not much more action. Kind of holding him down here. There's a good shot. Left hand from Ray Cooper. Henderson Ferreira ties up that arm now. He doesn't want no more of those. Doing a good job, a defensive job, but Cooper lands the left hand on the ground. Good position for Cooper. Still in half guard. Landing a shot every now and then. Not a lot, but a couple. Now he's looking to push Ferreira against the cage. He's in full guard now, Henderson Ferreira. Ray Cooper's in Henderson's guard. 2:51 left. Ray Cooper doing his best to grind him out, push him against the fence. He actually needs to be pulling him away from the fence, but Henderson Ferreira's fighting to the fence. Now he's using the fence to stand back up, but a big left hand lands from fucking Cooper. Holy shit, he rocked him. This fight's over, guys. That's the back of the head, by the way. Chill. This fight is over. Holy shit! First round. KO TKO. Wow. Wow. Salute to Ray Cooper. He just fought Henderson Ferreira. Henderson Ferreira won the first fight via unanimous decision. Ray Cooper came back, got that KO TKO in the first round. Henderson Ferreira was trying to stand up against the cage, and Ray Cooper started unloading on some bombs. One of them just dropped Henderson Ferreira, and it was over. The TKO was a wrap from there. Ray Cooper just won his second fight of the night. First, he beat Jake Shields. Then he beat Henderson Ferreira. Now he's going to be fighting December 31st. $1 million, and for the inaugural PFL welterweight title. I just thought about something. Felony Charles Bennett is not no goddamn welterweight at all. So that must have been he must have had a pretty big size advantage in that fight, unless he formerly fought at lightweight or something. Because this guy's got to fight about 3-4 fights to go against Felony Charles Bennett. And I know he's not a welterweight. But either way, welterweight title, PFL, $1 million, Ray Cooper, Magomedov. We got, I believe, one more fight tonight. Abus Magomedov versus Sado Uce. Winner fights Lewis Taylor after that illegal knee. But he was whooping his ass, man. I'm not going to give Lewis Taylor too much crap. I just was surprised. I thought John Howard was about to get that decision. Normally when a fight gets stopped due to an illegal knee and the fighter can't continue, it gets ruled win for the guy that was struck illegally. But we're in no contest. And since this is more of a no contest, you have to advance somebody. You don't give John Howard the win, so I guess you just advance Lewis Taylor. So, Lewis Taylor advances to the middleweight finals. Ray Cooper III just advanced to the welterweight finals. Earlier tonight, we saw Magomedov. He beat Pavlo Kush. He beat Bojan Velickovic. We now have the finals for the welterweight bracket. December 31st, there's going to be 6 title fights at PFL. There's going to be Ray Cooper III versus Magomedov. Oh, is that PFL 11? You guys, I think that's PFL 11. Holy mother of fucking Marklar. You're going to have 6 title fights on the same night as a Kayla Harrison fight. Oh, dude, I will miss Bellator for that. And you better hope it's not a big UFC card or I'll miss that. Wow. PFL has a must-watch event coming up. December 31st, you must watch PFL. 6 title fights and Kayla Harrison. You can't beat that. Yo, what's going on to Nitro Buster? We're just watching some good fights, man. PFL 10, the last bracket. These guys fought more than once tonight. If you're unfamiliar with the PFL, these guys all had to fight once earlier, and then they fought again. And the winner now fights for $1 million in the inaugural title on December 31st. So after, these were the playoffs. They had it for every division. I'm just catching up on the welterweight, middleweight night. But they already did featherweight, lightweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. So, December 31st, the winner of all these tournaments, they fight each other. Man, PFL is holding it fucking down, bro. PFL has a dope-ass format. They got it like a regular season and then the playoffs. These are the playoffs. The regular season are people trying to fight to get in this tournament. And then we have the tournament. And in the tournament, you fight 2 times in one night, and then you ultimately fight for a fucking $1 million. Bro, this is a better format than the UFC and Bellator. They don't have the better fighters yet, but I love this fucking format, dude. Kayla Harrison's going to be bringing in the women's lightweights. She's doing a tournament next year, bro. They're doing a women's lightweight tournament. That is going to be so fun. Josette Cotton, I'm sure, is going to return. Wow, dude. I'm actually going to keep up with the PFL, I think, just because of this format. I'm a big fucking fan, dog. I like how this is playing out. More than one fight, but it's not crazy because the first fight is only 2 rounds and there's no elbows, so it's not as much blood and not as many fights canceled because you got to cut over your eye, but you still actually get to scrap. They are onto something with this, guys. They are fucking onto something with this format. Now, it's a little sketchy in the first round because if you got a draw, how do you know who advances? We got to figure that out. Because there's a couple guys that... Bruno Santos, I feel like he won that fight. If not, the first round was anybody's, it was nobody's. The second round was Bruno's, and somehow Sado Uce got advanced. That's fucked up. But it was a draw, and they picked him. So I don't know how you got to figure out a tiebreaker in the first round somehow. You got to figure out a tiebreaker. But other than that, I love this fucking format, man. Damn, what's going on tonight, says Trobo? So this Cooper kid is lit. Jorge, man, that's what I'm saying. I like Ray Cooper, man. I like Ray Cooper, bro. That's why I was rooting for him to win tonight. I mean, he's one of the guys I recognize from PFL. Got a good record. He's young, talented, you know. So, yeah, I got my eye on Ray Cooper. If I'm watching the PFL, I'm going to be rooting for Ray Cooper. He's one of my guys I got my eye on in the PFL. Let's go. And he's Ray Cooper III. I think his father might have had a history in combat sports. You also got a lot of these Dagestan and Russian beasts. We almost had Eagles MMA versus Eagles MMA. If Abubakar Nurmagomedov would have advanced against Bojan Velickovic, and it was a draw that kind of robbed Khabib's brother here, if he would have advanced, he would have been fighting Magomedov Karamov. It would have been Eagles MMA versus Eagles MMA, teammate versus teammate. That's some shit that is almost too real for TV. That's some shit that can cause rifts in at home. Yeah, you know I love you. We train together every fucking day, but I need this $1 million, so I gotta whoop your motherfucking ass. That could have been some shit if we had Nurmagomedov versus Magomedov Karamov. And that can happen in these. You can have teammates in the same tournament. If you have teammates that fight at PFL, they might end up in the playoffs and they might have to fucking fight each other. Teammates, any of that. Wow. We got some shit. I like this PFL, you guys. I like the PFL. I like it. And December 31st is going to be so motherfucking lit, dog. We might need some more proper 12 for December 31st. Even though I'm trying to not drink. We might need some more proper 12 for December 31st. By the way, proper 12 is also on the logo, on the cage. Salute to McGregor getting that worked in. Proper 12. PFL fucking playoff sponsorship. Touche. But 6 inaugural title fights and Kayla Harrison all fighting on the same night. December 31st, Liddy Bagiddy. I don't know why that's on the screen. It should be over here. Either way. Liddy motherfucking Bagiddy. You got the featherweight, Steven Siler versus Lance Palmer. You got the lightweights, Nathan Schultz versus Rashid Magomedov. Welterweights now, Ray Cooper versus Magomedov Karamov. Middleweights, probably a Bus Magomedov versus Lewis Taylor. Light heavyweight, Vinny Magalhaes versus Sean O'Connell. And of course the heavyweights, Josh Copeland and Felipe Lins. All of these guys in every single one of these fights are fighting for $1 million. Every single one of these fights is for $1 million and the title. That's a lot of fucking money for a new MMA organization to be shelling out. But they got they're on NBC, baby. They're on big TV. That's like Big Fox every time. They're putting together a good fucking squad. I'm liking the PFL, guys. Officially, I think we can consider PFL the C League. They're holding it down, and I love the format they got going. I wonder who's gonna adopt it first, Bellator or the UFC, because I think they might be onto something. Magomed Dagestan taking that millie, says Almighty Khan. Very well could, bro. Very well could. Magomed versus Ray Cooper. Magomed could win that fight very fucking well. Given Sure Name says he's a little dude for the weight. You talking about Ray Cooper? He might be, since he fought Felony in the past. I'm out, fam. Thanks for the show, says Given Sure Name. Yes, sir. There's only one more fight tonight, man. Thanks for stopping through, Given Sure Name. PFL 11, lit. Let's go. They got to fix that judging BS, says Jorge 1. Yeah. And the first round shit. But work out the kinks, man. I like where we're starting. You know what I'm saying? We got to start somewhere. Work out those kinks. I really like what they're doing here. Magomed will finish Cooper 12-31-18, says Almighty. Hey, he might. He fucking might. He very well could. I'm not counting Ray Cooper all the way out. But it's going to be a great fight and another better reason to even watch on 12-31-18. Oh, shit. Is the fight started? A-Bus Magomedov versus Sai is on right now. The last fight of the night. Winner goes on to fight Handguns. Lewis Taylor. Let's go. See this middleweight bracket on the screen. Let's get Magomedov's name on the screen as well. 21-3. Fighting Sado Uce. Lewis Taylor watching this fight from the background. Lewis Taylor looked real fucking good in here, man. He was winning that fight, honestly. I'm glad he moved on for that reason. I am glad he moved on, but I was just expecting him to kind of get robbed there because it was an illegal strike. But, yo, he was the rightful winner of that fight. Sidekick from Sado Uce. Magomedov, longer, lanky Dagestan fighter, man. Is he out of Eagles MMA? I'm looking for an eagle on his shorts and shit. I'm not seeing it, but either way. He walks forward checking kicks. That's interesting. I've never seen that. Magomedov walks forward, lifting his legs like a marching band and shit. So he's like always checking a kick. It's interesting. And he's also kind of always in position for like a weird-ass front kick, you know, to keep the distance. Got a good reach he tries to use to his advantage. Gotta be over there or something. Oh, good body kick from Sado Uce. But a left hand over the top from Magomedov. Oh, straight right lands from Sado Uce. Sado Uce, he's got a body kind of like Anderson Silva, like some skinny legs, but he seems like he'd be a good-ass counter-striker. He looks like a dark-ass Anderson Silva. A little bit of a head clash there from these guys as Abus pressed forward, trying to put the pressure on him against the fence. When they met at the fence, their heads clashed a little bit, but we're still good. High kick attempt from Sado Uce, man. Looking like a noob side by Anderson Silva and shit with the black shorts on. The low kick, but checked, it looks like, from Magomedov. You got those skinny-ass legs, you got to be careful. Homie's ready to check your leg kicks. Ready. It's going to make you think twice about all those leg kicks. Magomedov looks like he's ducking, looking like he's ready to reach for a single at any moment. Changing levels, just ready to reach for that fucking single. Man, good front kick from Sado Uce. Those front kicks come fast. Holy shit, flying fucking jumping switch kick from Magomedov. Lands. Didn't knock Sado Uce down, but it was pretty. Center of the octagon for Sado Uce. Low leg kick lands. Magomedov charges forward with these leg marching style, ready to check a leg kick. Looking to land a big right hand, potentially. He fires a missile with that right hand. He fires with some power at Magomedov. And straight shots he fires, man, they'll start the fucking ending sequence. Good low kick lands from Sado Uce. One minute left in the round. Sado Uce circling on the outside of the octagon. Magomedov on the inside, just trying to check leg kicks and press forward. Sado Uce doing a good job of circling out. Back to the center of the octagon, lands a body punch, Sado Uce. Magomedov trying to find a way. He's used to having the distance, the reach advantage. Here it's a little even, maybe a little reach advantage for Uce. So Magomedov, you know, he's not having as easy of a time coming in, but he just landed a big, it looked like left hand, right hand over the top. Not enough to rock Sado Uce, but just some good significant strikes landed. This fight's even in significant strikes, 11 apiece. Ooh, left hand, a big right hand. If that right hand would have landed on Sado Uce's temple, that might have set him down. Magomedov throws some vicious intention. Sado Uce just tried to throw a fucking spinning wheel kick that would have decapitated anybody. And it would have sent that motherfucking head off of somebody like a home run. Woo! He tried to take someone's head off with the spinning heel kick. If it would have accidentally missed A-Bus and hit the referee, that was decapitating somebody. He threw that motherfucker with some force. He chooses not even to sit down in his corner. They ain't got him. They don't even have him a stool. They don't even have him a stool. What'd you guys do? Forget the damn stool? I'm not sure. Going into the second round, though. Sado Uce's got some you know, some diverse striking, throwing some high kicks. They come right up there out of nowhere too, his high kicks. So that's dangerous. Bro, that fucking flying little switch kick that he landed, Magomedov, that was pretty. That was nice. That landed pretty nice. Ooh, that spinning heel kick. He was trying to take somebody's. I'm telling you, that would have fucking erased Abus's chin if it would have connected. Like, that's facts. Here we go, round 2. Last fight of the night. PFL playoffs. C taking this first round, says Jorge won. Yeah, it was a close first round for me. I was close. Ouch, huge class ahead, says Bob Cratchit. Yeah, they ran into each other. Stamina quits, low, change your name. Stamina MC says, I'm finna get some rest. Peace out, full-timers. Later, Stamina MC. Ray Cepho always fights in his organization also. Oh, wow, that's dope. I didn't know that. Magnum about to destroy C. Oh, that's who you're talking about when you're saying Magnum earlier. Okay. Magomedov. Who gets the million if the fight's a draw? I don't know, but these are 3-round fights, you know, so it's going to be a little weirder situation. But that is a good question. What if one of those fights goes to a draw? All right, back to the second round. Magomedov got that round on aggression alone. Strikes were pretty even, says Bob Cratchit. That's what Boss Rutan said too, says Jorge won. Oh, PFL payoffs. I don't know if you're saying I said what Boss Rutan said or if Bob Cratchit said what Boss Rutan said. Little stop of the fight. I think Sado Uce got kicked in the dick a little bit, but he's ready. These guys have sponsors, but it was a front kick to the dick too. But these guys don't have as many sponsors. You know, there's no Reebok, but there's not a lot of tacky. You know, I don't want to say tacky, but you know, it's not like they got shit all over their pants like sponsors. So I wonder how their sponsor situation works out. Because all they have really is their flag and PFL on their pants and their team, I think. I don't think they actually get sponsors. That would be interesting. Either way, that's another topic for another day. Front kick lands for Sado Uce, high kick right afterward. Circling on the outside, Magomedov on the inside, you know, controlling the center of the octagon. Magnum getting tired of getting kicked. Yeah, man, even in his last fight, he's got that weird style. You see how he charges forward? Like, he marches forward in his fights. He, like, marches. And it's like he's almost pre-checking leg kicks. Here he is. He looks like he landed a left hook here. Now he's in on a single leg attempt on Sado Uce against the fence. On the ground, it's over, says Jorge won. Yeah, man, he's going to have to try and maybe he can take the single attempt all the way, get him on the ground. Because that's definitely where his game would be. Sado Uce dangerous with these attempts. Ooh, lifted Sado Uce up in the air. Put him on his butt. Big takedown for Magomedov. Sado Uce is fighting like a fucking madman to get back to his feet. Man, but now he's got the legs clasped like Khabib. He got a hold of him and he clasped the legs like Khabib. He crossed his fucking legs. Sado Uce is still trying to get out of that shit. Sado was scrambling for his motherfucking life to get out of that takedown attempt. And homie said, no, get it back. He's holding on to that takedown attempt for his life. He's crawling up on him like Khabib. Fucking wrapped his legs up. Oh, shit. Now he's got the top position. Sado Uce on his back. Magomedov on top. He's in his half guard. Magomedov potentially looking for an arm triangle here. Landing a little bit of ground and pound. Posturing up. Did he just transition to full mount? Or is he posturing up from side control, from half guard? Interesting. Oh, he's close to full mount. Oh, okay, he's got full mount. He's got full mount. He's got Sado Uce in the full mount, and now he's postured up. Oh shit! And he threw his arm out there. That motherfucker was in danger. Oh, side choke, arm triangle attempt from Magomedov. He's going to have to probably put more pressure on this. He's going to probably have to get to one side or the other. But Sado Uce is either reaching for a tap or to defend. We might be seeing a tap. He's squeezing hard now. He's got to put all of his pressure on that side. He's going over there. He's putting his pressure. Oh. Now he's taking his back with the same damn rear naked arm triangle choke and shit. Now it's arm triangle. Back to the mount. Sado Uce is out. Magomedov wasn't able to finish the choke. Had Sado Uce in danger. Holy fuck, Uce is a rubber man. Magnum gas beating that dude. Yo, he is, bro. He's fucking... Not only is he a rubber man with the submissions, but he was fucking scrambling for his life on the takedown attempt. Magomedov is beating welling him with the ground and pound. He's postured up, pounding on him. Sado Uce is still in this thing. He is not giving up, not quitting, taking a whooping in the second round. He was in danger with the submission attempts. Magomedov might have punched himself out a little bit here. All the damn ground and pound, and he can't elbow. When you're punched out and you can't elbow, that makes it harder to finish a fight. He's tired as fuck from trying to, for one, keep him down, and for two, trying to ground and pound him. Magnum is tired as fuck. 10 seconds left in the second round. $4.99 in the super chat. And I think that is like a dance party, if I'm not mistaken. Right in time for the end of the second round. Thank you very much for that. $4.99 in the super chat. Good sir Jorge 1. There it is. I was gonna say, where's the oh, and the alerts are getting covered up. There it is. Hey, 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 hey. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Holly Holm and Michelle Waterson getting it. Thank you very much for that. $4.99 in the super chat, Jorge 1. You, sir, legend amongst men, but you already know that. Thank you very much for the $4.99. Thank you again. So we got Magomedov versus Sado Uce going to a third round. Now, Abus is tired going into this third round. Sado is going to be looking for the finish. He was in danger. That second round is for sure for Abus. The first one was a little bit of a toss-up. Second round, Abus Magomedov was not able to get the finish. Wore himself out. One more round. Keep in mind, these guys don't have bad cardio. This is their second fight of the night. Abus Magomedov already fought Gasan Umalatov earlier tonight. Tough fight. Now he's fighting Sado Uce. Sado Uce already fought Bruno Santos earlier tonight. Hugging it out at the beginning of the round. Round 3 has started. Both guys a little tired. This is their second fight of the night. Their 5th round of the night. Winner of this fight moves on to fight for $1 million and for the inaugural middleweight title over PFL. They're going to be fighting Lewis Taylor. Magomedov in on a takedown attempt early in the fight. In on a single, it looks like, against the cage. He's tired. It's going to be hard to get this. Sado Uce had an overhook, but now he just let go of the overhook, and now it looks like Magomedov just took his back, took him to the ground, and he's already got in the body triangle already. Holy shit, this might be over sooner rather than later. Sado Uce is not doing a good job of fighting these hands. You got to fight the hands, brother. It's almost over, dude. Yeah, this one's about over. Yeah, he just loosening it up. He just got the better choke. The fucking rubber man not tap. He's too tired. His arms are too tired to secure the choke. Sado Uce, they're saying he needs to be a little higher on the takedown attempt. Sado Uce is probably gassed himself because he hasn't been defending the choke super well. You know, even trying to push the elbow off or even trying to fight the hands, but he's not getting submitted. Maybe he just realized there's not that much power on it. He's like, this ain't much of a squeeze. I can take this. His arms are punched out. But still a bad position if you're going to try and win a decision. Either way, even if you don't get finished, you're in a terrible position to be trying to win this fight, especially losing that second round. You got to win this third round, and it's got to be a strong round if you're Sado Uce. And right now, this position, even if Magomedov is gassed out and he can't finish you, you very well are likely going to lose this fight. He's running up the total strikes here. So we got Abus Magomedov smashing on Sado Uce right now. He's got the body triangle locked in. He's got Sado Uce's back. They're landing shots. You know there's not much to him because he's tired. Looks like he might be losing the body triangle here. And he's letting it go because, you know, the best way to defend the body triangle is to roll to where your foot is. Oh, he let go of the body triangle so he could reverse and switch the mount real quick. But now it's like Sado Uce, he's trying to roll and give him his back. He's like, instead of having him mounted, he'd rather have him have his back. Now Magomedov is in half guard. He's in Sado Uce half guard. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. Sado Uce pretty much just trying to survive. I mean, because there's not much. You're not going to win the fight here. You got to get up and you got to do damage from this point. You got to finish this fight. And if you ain't throwing up submission attempts, you ain't going to finish this fight off your back. Magomedov is running away with the fight here. He is running away with the fight. Even though he's not doing much, he's running away with the fight for show. Sai about to fly, says Almighty Khan. He's gassed. Didn't fly, but he did get dragged down. Nothing left for the third. This could get interesting, says Bob Cratchit. I'm with you. I'm with you. We got some fun fights. Oh, shit. Sado Uce just reversed the position and took Magomedov's back. He's got Magomedov's back. Can he do anything with this? He's got to finish the fight. He's holding on to Magomedov's back, and we know Magomedov is tired as a dog. Semifinals, finals should allow knees and elbows, says Almighty Khan. Semifinals and the finals. That'd be cool. But shit, even if you got a crazy gash, would you be able to fight again? You probably would in 2 months. But yeah, the quarterfinals you can't have it, but semifinals and finals, I'm down with that. Maybe you open up the elbows, but you're not really preparing for them, so it's weird. You know, because then you're training half the time with elbows, half the time without elbows. Damn, this is a good fight, says Jorge 1. Sado Uce on top right now. 53 seconds left to go. A-Bus on his back. But he just looked to take side down with the leg sweep, but he wasn't able to. He's pretty tired. Sado Uce, he's in on a guillotine attempt, and he went for a ride. He just went for a ride, but he had a guillotine attempt in. But he doesn't have much leverage to get a submission with this guillotine attempt. Now A-Bus pops his head out. A-Bus now looking to get the crucifix position with 30 seconds left. He's got a knee over one of Sado Uce's hands. It's going to be hard to get out now, man. Good last-ditch effort from Sado Uce. But now he's in a crucifix position with 15 seconds left to go. And A-Bus is looking to ride out these last 10 seconds, landing some shots. Dude's so tired he couldn't even hold on to that Kimura, says Bob Cratchit. Yeah, these dudes are gassed. This is their second fight of the night. Sai, fly, big brother coming, says Almighty Khan. Good fight. Both of these guys exhausted. Both of these dudes exhausted, just fucking roll over on their backs like, holy shit. That was my second fight of the night. Went to fucking decision. These dudes fought essentially 5-round fights tonight, but 2 separate fights. Them motherfuckers tired as fuck, says Jorge 1. Yes, sir. We will see who get. Well, we pretty much know who gets the decision. A-Bus won that fight. Second and third round for sure. A-Bus Magomedov versus Lewis Taylor. Lewis Taylor almost got disqualified after whooping up on John Howard. Beat him in the first and second round, but landed an illegal knee, which turned the fight into a no contest. And since the fight was a no contest, someone has to advance. They went ahead and let the guy who was winning the fight advance because it was not intentional. So the fact that it was not intentional, they said, all right, we'll still advance. Now, if it was an intentional illegal strike, they would have probably moved forward Josh Howard. But they felt like this was unintentional. He wasn't in a position where he was losing. He didn't need to throw that strike. It was in the heat of the moment. But even in the UFC, that shit would have been illegal. You know, you can't knee a grounded opponent no matter where you're fighting. UFC, Bellator, you can't knee a grounded opponent. PFL, you can't even use elbows, so you can imagine you definitely can't knee a grounded opponent. But he got away with it because it was unintentional. So Lewis Taylor's going to be moving on to fight for $1 million and also fight for the inaugural middleweight title. But he's got a tough fight against A-Bus Magomedov. A-Bus is a lot younger. Now, Lewis hasn't let that stop him. A-Bus is 28. Lewis Taylor is 39. 11 years younger. Number 1 seed. Taking on the number 2 seed, Lewis Taylor. We got us a good fight coming up on December 31st. Quite a few. On top of Kayla Harrison. I don't even know who her opponent's going to be. But, guys, they're announcing the winner right now. Your girl Kayla Harrison on the side, reporting post. Kayla motherfucking Harrison 2020 can't fucking stop her. She's on the way. She's going to be one of the greatest fucking WMMA fighters on the planet. And I say that, and I'm not fucking pumping smoke up her ass, nothing. Even if she loses to Cyborg, you guys don't get this. The Harrison haters don't get this. Even if she loses to Cyborg, she can beat damn near everybody fucking else. What other female lightweights or featherweights are walking around and you're like, oh, Kayla's can't beat her? Yeah, she might not beat Cyborg, but she's still going to be a legit fucking badass with her background, 2-time gold medalist in judo, training with American Top Team. She's already got the head movement. Let's fucking go. She's not a hype job. She might not beat Cyborg, but that's her goddamn goal. That's what she's aiming to do. She might not get it done. But hey, Wonderboy couldn't beat Woodley. That don't mean he's a hype job. Second place is not a hype job. Second place is still a badass motherfucker. So Kayla Harrison is a badass motherfucker. She gonna take a little time, keep training with the American Top Team, better and better. Taking time off, hungrier and hungrier. Cyborg already got the belt. Looking to box and maybe WWE. Bad Baby music videos. Building her brand. She ain't out there just fucking sparring with killers. I'm sure she is sparring with killers, but I'm saying that's not her focus. That's not her hunger. Her hunger is not to be the UFC champion anymore because she has it. She's getting paid. Doing shows. Kayla's getting hungry. So it is what it is. And that's a future fight. That's 2020, not even 2019. Don't get ahead of yourselves. That's not what I'm doing. Because I'm not unrealistic. I'm not saying, oh, Kayla Harrison can beat Cyborg already. I'm not saying Kayla Harrison can beat Cyborg. I'm not saying Kayla Harrison for sure is going to beat Cyborg. I'm saying if anybody has a motherfucking chance, it's going to be future Kayla Harrison. It's going to be in the future. I'm not talking about now. It's going to be in the future. Give her some more fights. And to the people that say, oh, it's too early. Oh, she can't fucking fight Cyborg in 2020. Let her get some more fights. 7-0. 8-0. She's too early. Tell that to Tatiana Suarez, please. Who's 7-0 as a professional fighter, and she's damn near ready to fight for that title. Tatiana Suarez could be one fight away from a title shot. If Tatiana Suarez fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk or Jessica Andrade next and beat them, she would be fighting for a title. At 8-0. She's 7-0 right now. One more win, Tatiana Suarez will be 8-0, fighting for a title. Kayla Harrison can be 8-0 by 2020 and fighting Cyborg. And so you can't really use that excuse. You can't say Tatiana Suarez is ready for a title and then say Kayla won't be. And then someone said, oh yeah, but Tatiana is fighting in the UFC. There's no female featherweight division or lightweight division in the UFC. Kayla can't fight in the UFC. It's not even a possibility. But also the hater said after her first fight, oh, she fought a girl with a losing record. People are even starting to talk about Kayla Harrison's views. She only got 100,000 fucking views. How many fucking views did Chris Cyborg or Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey or John Jones? How many views did any of them get on their second pro fight? How many views did any of them get on their first pro fight? Because I bet you Kayla Harrison blew them all out the water. People are not, that's why I call it Harrison haters. Because you're not being fair with Kayla Harrison. You look at her as a blonde girl that's going to get opportunities because she's white and blonde, and that's not the fucking case. It's because she's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. And also, she's got the size to potentially challenge the greatest female fighter of all time. Also, there's already a Ronda Rousey Cyborg history, and this just rekindles that whole shit. So it's not because she's a hype job, because she's with the American Top Team, and everything I just pointed out. So that's something I'll go to war about, because it's facts. I'm not just making it up out of my ass. I believe that. It's not a hype job. And I'm not saying she's going to beat Cyborg. I'm saying even if she loses to Cyborg, that's not a hype job because she's still the second best in the fucking world. But even at 3-0, 2-0, I tell you what, Kayla Harrison would give Megan Anderson a run for her money and potentially even beat Megan Anderson, who has fought at bantamweight. And we just saw her grappling was not enough for Holly Holm, who's a striker. So you can only imagine what happens if Kayla Harrison gets top position on Megan Anderson. She ain't getting up. And imagine if Kayla got to throw elbows down. Big, strong elbows. She's a strong girl. Throw fucking elbows. She'll crush somebody. I don't know if you really want to see Kayla doing that to these UFC girls yet. But I'm just saying, let's say Kayla Harrison got signed to the UFC and fought Megan Anderson, she would have beat her, and then she beat the #1 contender, and then where do you go from there? Then you what, have to fight Cyborg at 3-0? She's got to get a record. She's got to get some type of record. You can't have Kayla Harrison fighting fucking Cyborg at 3-0 or 4-0. She's got to get some wins, and the UFC don't have a division. It's not possible. So she signed with the PFL, and oh, by the way, the PFL also gets to use her Olympic footage because they're with NBC. So the fact that she's fighting for the PFL, they get to show her Olympic footage as well. And she's got the commentary duties. If she would have got signed to the UFC and she was already doing commentary gigs, people would be pissed off. Oh my God, Kayla Harrison already how about these fight girls that are already fighting? Why don't they get to be commentators? But in the PFL, she just gets to get her chops in. PFL is the perfect place for Kayla Harrison. I love the fucking tournament that they have going on with the featherweights, the men's, the lightweights, the welterweights, all of this. I love this tournament format. And now we're going to get to see the women's lightweight tournament next year. Probably going to get to see Kayla Harrison, Josette Cotton, some of these other girls get opportunities in the PFL, and they're going to be doing it in this tournament format. Where once they make it to the playoffs, they're fighting multiple times on one night, and then they're fighting for that $1 million in the title. So I can't wait for Kayla Harrison to be in that tournament next year. I can't wait for Josette Cotton to be in that tournament because I'm a fan of Josette Cotton. I want to see how she does in that tournament. And I don't even know what other girls are going to be in there. But they could pick up like the Cindy Dandois, some of these other featherweights that, you know, could fight at lightweight. Because I don't know how many legit lightweights are out there. But either way, not a hype job. And we can debate that any day of the week. And I'm always down because I got the motherfucking facts. Brian says, damn, what percent of UFC roster makes $1 million over their entire career? I know, right? Could you imagine a guy like a middleweight contender? Let me pull up the UFC rankings real quick. Like, could you imagine a guy that's like in the top 6 to 10 of the UFC? They're probably not making $1 million at all or even close. They might be making like 50 and 50. They're probably looking at this fucking $1 million tournament like salivating. Looking at some of these matchups. Like, let me give you a name. David Branch, Adesanya, they got Adesanya, Brad Tavares even. That's a good name. Brad Tavares, he's probably looking at this middleweight tournament like, holy shit. I could be over there fighting those guys for $1 million. You know, like some of those guys, even a fucking Kelvin Gastelum. Any of these guys. They could be over here legitimately challenging for $1 million if they weren't in a UFC contract. So that's a nice prize, man, and I like that as well from PFL. Bob Cratcher says, if I wasn't Lacey, I'd send a clip of this stream to Kayla to try and set up an interview for full time. She seems like the kind of gal that would appreciate his support. I actually reached out to her management team, and they politely declined my interview. They probably haven't seen any of my stuff. You know, there's politics that are involved. You know, I support the coach, and I wouldn't let politics fucking change that. But I don't know if, you know, people, you know, because coach sometimes, he speaks his mind and he speaks his heart. So if he feels like Kayla's a hype job, or if he feels like somebody's ducking somebody, he's going to speak that. And I support the coach. So, you know, maybe someone from Kayla's team is like, they always hear hype job Harrison and they hear me. You know, I don't know if it's a political thing. I don't know if it had something to do with Ali Abdelaziz was going under fire for a while there. Khabib's manager is also her manager. So since she doesn't know me, maybe she thought I was going to ask about her manager. put her on the spot. So where's Noah? So hey, Kayla Harrison, I got a question. Where's Noah? You know, like she don't know me, so she don't know what I was gonna bring. So I understand why the interview got declined. But yeah, it's all support for me regardless. If I don't get an interview, and also right, it's not like she's an up and coming fighter. She's already got a book out. She's already got 2 Olympic gold medals. She's already a pretty big fucking deal to be interviewing with just everybody, right? She can't just interview with literally everyone. I wouldn't even, that's not even reasonable. So I ain't mad at it, but yeah, I'm still a big fan. Either way though, Magomedov really good. Wula, bruh. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for coming through to the stream. It's been awesome. I'm actually glad we watched this because now I have an understanding of how the PFL playoffs work. Fucking awesome. Sets up the ultimate card now. Just a rundown of what's going on at PFL 11. PFL 11 is going to be 6 title fights. All PFL champions will be crowned. All these guys that won these tournaments, all the way down from featherweight. You're going to have Steven Siler taking on Lance Palmer for the featherweight title. You're going to have Rashid Magomedov taking on Nathan Schultz for the lightweight title. You're going to have Magomed Karamov taking on Ray Cooper for the welterweight title. We're going to have Abus Magomedov taking on Lewis Taylor for the middleweight title. And oh, by the way, all of these fights are also for $1 million. Each separate fight. $1 million for the featherweight, $1 million for the lightweight, $1 million for the welterweight, $1 million for the middleweight. Light heavyweight, these guys are fighting for $1 million and the light heavyweight title, Vinny Magalhaes and Sean O'Connell. Heavyweight title, all these fights are all on the same night. Josh Copeland, Felipe Lins, inaugural heavyweight title. All these titles and all these guys are fighting for $1 million on the same night. And Kayla Harrison's going to be fighting that night. How do you fucking miss that card? Bob Cratcher says most people lose to Cyborg before they even step in the cage. If Kayla believes she can win, she can. Thank you. What is she supposed to do? Like if someone brings up Cyborg, I don't know if I'll ever be ready for Cyborg. I might never be ready. You know, because when you hear the Harrison haters, that's what they say. She'll never be ready. I don't care if she trains for 5 years. She'll never be ready. So is she supposed to say that? Is she supposed to say, yeah, I'll probably, don't even ask me about Cyborg. I'll never be ready for her. Even though we know her goal is to beat Cyborg. That's her goal. That's her goal. It's kind of hard not to mention your biggest goal. I didn't go into MMA to be a millionaire. I didn't come into the UFC to be a contender. I came here to be the fucking best. Just like I did in judo. I came here to be the best in the world, and the best in the world is Cyborg, and I know that. She's giving Cyborg props every time she says that. Cyborg is the best. Cyborg is the GOAT. But that's what I'm coming for. By the way, clout chasing maybe. There have been girls that have mentioned Cyborg's name, and then they don't fight her. I don't believe that's the case with Kayla Harrison. She's not coming to this sport to duck Cyborg. She wouldn't even be here. In my mind. She's coming to be the best. Just like she's shown in her fucking past, dog. That's what motivates her. She trains with Joanna and Amanda Nunes. They're already champions. How can she surpass that? She trained with Ronda Rousey, who was a bronze medalist. How can she surpass that? By getting a gold, and she did it. She's training with girls that are already UFC champions. How can she surpass UFC champions? Not just by being a UFC champion of a non-legitimate division. The only way you can be better than everyone is to beat Cyborg. It's the only way. And that's how she's saying it. And even if she is saying Cyborg's name, guess what she's doing? To all Cyborg Nation. Because I am in a privileged position of being part of Cyborg Nation and also being a Harris simp. I'm both. But it's not because I'm a simp or I want to fuck either one of them. It's because I'm a fan of fighting and I see what the fuck we have on our hands here. We have a female GOAT that nobody can beat on the planet in mixed martial arts, Chris Cyborg. And we have a future challenger, the only person that when you look through your fucking binoculars out the landscape of WMMA, who can potentially ever challenge Chris Cyborg, the only person is future Kayla Harrison with her potential grappling advantage. And I'm not saying she's better at Cyborg on the ground right now. I'm saying potential. With her background in judo and her training with the American top team, she's going to be getting better and better, and she's hungry. There's nothing you can do but fucking rub your hands together like Birdman and for that potential fight if everything goes good. Kayla's got to be able to win this PFL tournament. She's got to be able to win all of her fights to get here. But if she can do that and keep silencing critics the whole fucking way, it's going to be a fun ride. Because, and before I get to this point about what they said at first, also, it's good for Cyborg, right? Cyborg doesn't have no big money fights. She wasn't able to really get the Ronda Rousey fight. She wasn't able to really beat up on that judoka. Well, guess what? Guess what Kayla's doing? She's giving you that opportunity. And she's building the fight on the way. Every time she says Cyborg's name, she's promoting you, sweetie. And Cyborg Nation, listen to me, because I'm with you. That's helping Cyborg. If Kayla builds the fight, she won't have to fucking appear in bad baby videos. You can't have it both ways. Do you want Cyborg to get her just due and legitimately get a super fight in the future? Or do you want her to have to fucking sell her soul and appear in bad baby videos, the Cash Me Outside girl that's fucking singing gangster rap at 15 years old? Because I guarantee you Cyborg doesn't agree with that shit. And a lot of Cyborg Nation don't either. I guarantee you if you're listening to this video and you're a part of Cyborg Nation, you're not a big fan of fucking Bad Baby. The 15-year-old white gangster rap girl who got famous for disrespecting her mom. But since Cyborg can't get a super fight, she's got to show up in her fucking music video and promote herself. So let Kayla Harrison promote this ass whooping if you think that's what's coming. If you think she's just walking her way into an ass whooping, let her do it, because that's more money for Cyborg. Let her sell this fight. Let her talk her trash. Let her build the fight. And then in 2020, because you say she'll never be ready, let her take that ass whooping. But she's built the fight, and Cyborg's going to have the super fight she deserves. It doesn't matter what way you look at this. If you don't, if you're not rocking with Kayla Harrison, you are a Harrison hater. There's no other way to look at this. What she's doing is good for Cyborg. She's providing a legitimate challenge, and even if you don't believe that, she's building a fight, a big future fight for Cyborg. Cyborg will eventually get a super fight. And she won't have to be in fucking Bad Baby music videos. So you should actually be thanking Kayla Harrison even if you're a part of Cyborg Nation. So like I said, we can do that debate any day, but fucking Harrison is the real deal. Holyfield, let's motherfucking go! I appreciate you guys for coming through and listening to my fucking PFL spiel, my Kayla Harrison spiel. But yeah, man, I like I said, any way you look at it, Kayla Harrison is good for the game, she's good for Cyborg, and she's fighting at PFL alongside all of these fucking potential champions that have won these tournaments. So, with that being said, it is what it is. I think that's a good way. To end the stream. My fucking Kayla Harrison spiel. Just for anybody, you know, wondering. Got me a hat like that now. Shot the raccoon and always dug in the dumpster. My wife is sewing it up for me, says Vulgar Display. Yo, that is so legit. Actually, if you actually did kill a raccoon and made a hat like this and I inspired it, I would actually feel some type of way like my motherfucking dog. Ali Abzar says, I actually expect DC to maul him. Talking about DC versus Lewis coming up. Bob Cratchit says, Rick Story got owned in that fight. In that round. Ali Abzar says, his only wild card. I see cardio, wrestling, skill. All goes DC. Yeah, man. So with that being said, guys, thank you for coming through. That's the end of the stream. I appreciate you guys for coming through. PFL 10 was fun. We're going to be for sure doing a fight companion on December 31st because I want to see who wins these fights, and you know Kayla Harrison's throwing down. So, that being said, it's been fun. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. We out.